Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Sassy? Are you ready? Have you got your term paper done? You got all your work done for our next assignment?
Well, no jokes around this time. Like I didn't bring out the beard and I thought I'd give you a break on that this
I
week.
appreciate that. To be honest with you, I've run into a few of our friends on the internet that have been talking trash about me and ultimately talking to trash about you because they keep calling me old. And I said, well, Sassy's the same age as me, if not a little older. So they're
No,
calling you old too.
no,
How about that?
no. You're older than I am.
Right.
Only by a few months, but because you've already had your birthday this year, right?
I have. Yeah, I've
Okay,
already had.
mine's not until August.
Okay, well, that doesn't matter. When
So
you get to
yeah,
a certain age, it doesn't really matter at all, quite frankly. So
yeah, you're still older though, so
I
it's okay.
understand. I understand. Yeah. Some of our friends there have been talking trash about how old I am. They think I'm much older than I actually am, and it's just not true. It's just like all the other people put this coloring in their beard, and oh, look how young I look, and let them stand out in the sun for a while and see how good they look when it starts dripping and they start melting out there. So I just go natural. So there you go.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know Eric likes to give you a hard time for sure.
He definitely does. And for somebody that can't grow any hair up here, he certainly he got nowhere room to talk. He's always wearing those hats. Oh, I'm
Well,
going to be cool. I'm going to wear a
yeah,
hat indoors
yeah,
like
and the
a hipster.
glasses.
Yeah, right. And just like
Well,
other people with their masks on, they can cover half their face. When masks are over now. CDC said no more masks, so people got to take half their face back again. They got to show half their face. So
just a secret. I think he may be a little jealous and he may be afraid that you're going to take me away from him.
I can only handle one day a month of Sassy. So if two boys is on here, whenever he gets on there, that's 4 times is good. One's good for me. I've reached my limit. And then I just take a break.
Yeah, don't go too far. Don't go too crazy now.
No, I understand. I understand.
So you're the one who was supposed to come with the agenda today. So
right. I was supposed to come up with an agenda. I didn't realize I had a term paper to do or anything like that. I thought we would talk about a variety of fun things, and if people in the chat have some things they want to talk about, we basically said the idea of the show is debating, but it doesn't have to be that. We can just talk about whatever we want to, but we have a tendency to squabble a lot, so we felt like we would lean into us squabbling. So if anybody, like I said, if anybody likes to have some ideas on some things we would want to debate about, we can do that. But there's, like I said, there's a variety of things. I was thinking about, some movies and things like that, and if what genre of movies do you like? And maybe we can talk a little bit about that, and I can tell you what a bad idea that is, etc. Or what type of movies do you like to watch anyway?
Now that YouTube is kind of taken over, I don't watch that many movies anymore. But I do like 80s movies, 90s, rom-com.
Such as what? What would give me an example of an 80s movie that you like?
16 Candles.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
So,
it was a little girly for me. I couldn't really get into 16, but I did like those Rat Pack. Well, it wasn't the Rat Pack. It was the what did they call those 80s guys and girls? Yeah, like from the Breakfast Club, and that same group had a tendency to do a lot
like
of those
Molly Ringwald and
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the movies like The Breakfast Club and stuff like that. If anybody hasn't seen The Breakfast Club, go check it out. It is a lot of fun. The thing I always thought was cool, because I ended up in detention quite a bit in school. We never had cool detention. We had really crappy detention.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that recently. They would never put kids in detention the way they put me in detention. They'd put us to work. You had in-school detention where you were cleaning the halls, helping the janitor clean up in the halls, and doing stuff like that. So I learned early on that I didn't want to do that for a living. Right. So it was good.
We did forget to tell the chat hello, so that would be nice if we would be lovely and accommodating and tell everyone hello. So we have Chepe, we have Jedi John, Chase's Kingdom. I think that's one of our friends, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He was talking trash earlier.
Yeah. Yep. It doesn't surprise me. John Acker, Jim Pops, Candyman, Obi the Kid, and let's see who else. That's all I see. So
okay, well, I'm sure people will funnel in from time to time. So yeah, it's one of those things where I think those type of movies, they don't make those kind of movies anymore. That's the thing that's sort of disappointing about movies, and not just that we're in the middle of a pandemic or the end of a pandemic where you can't go to the movie theaters. They weren't making them for years now. It's either Marvel movies, which I really do like, or like these big box office ones, or really sort of off the wall kind of ones. But like the basic ones, like Breakfast Club and stuff like that, they just don't make those kind of movies. It's kind of disappointing. So.
Yeah, I think they try to do too many special effects and just not get down to the meat and the bones of the movie, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of times they lean into doing those things as opposed to actually writing a good script. And then of course now everything's sort of sequels. We found a good movie, let's make a sequel, or we do a reboot or stuff like that. So those are fun, those are fine, but I don't know, it makes me miss for the old. This is what my dad used to tell me. He's like, they don't make good movies anymore when I was a kid. I was like, just forget it. That's how I know I'm turning into my dad, is I'm basically saying the same things he said to me and I would ignore. But now I've basically turned into that. So understood.
So Nancy came in and Hot Flip Heidi said she's just lurking.
Okay.
And Chase says, wait, not a friend?
No, Chase is a friend, except when he's insulting me. When he's insulting me, then it's like he's sort of on the outskirts of being. No, he's got good people. He had an idea, by the way. He had a suggestion. Actually, I had a suggestion, and then I brought it up in his live. So what I was thinking would be fun is JKL and TechBot have a channel where they do different things, food challenges and stuff like that. So I suggested a challenge and they completely wimped out. They didn't want to do it. But I think it's a good challenge. What it is it's a big bowl like this filled with chocolate pudding. And then you put mini Snickers bars in it and just let it like 20 or something like that. And then you time yourself, and 2 people or 3 people have that set up, and then you bob for the Snickers bars and the pudding. And then the one who wins the most Snickers bar wins something. We put up like a pop or something like that. Well, how does that sound? Sound like fun? I thought it was a great idea.
I don't know if I want to get pudding all over my computer.
Well, it's not going to be on your computer. It's going to be on your face. Your computer's not going in there.
If you're coming up, then the pudding will be slinging all over the place.
Why are you whipping your head back? We don't need whiplash. Just pull your head out like this. Have you never bobbed for apples before? Did they not bob for apples? Huh?
I have hair, Lots.
I have a beard. This is the thing. You could pull your hair back in a knot. My beard is going to get completely covered in pudding. They'll be pudding in my beard for weeks after this is over. Which is, might be a fun snack, but I think it sounds like a great idea.
Obi says you had him at pudding.
See?
Chase said count me in, so I don't know why you said he was against it. So maybe
he said that he thought you would be against it, but I think that
maybe he should come on and then you 2 could battle that on the show.
Well, we were thinking he could come on and the 3 of us would battle.
Oh, the 3 of us.
Yeah. We can't have you wimping out. Come on, let's not wimp. Come on.
Obi says the winner gets diabetes.
Yep, that's true.
Chase says can't whip your hair like a shampoo commercial. Yep, that's right.
The reason I thought of it is the visual, because you're covered in pudding and you're bobbing for Snickers bars, and it kind of looks really nasty. It looks, kind of like, well, I'll let you imagine what it looks like.
What if we did whipped cream, like Cool Whip, instead of pudding?
Well, the thing is the chocolate, though. You want it to look like poo.
No, it would look like the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. And you could be like, hello.
Is that right? And you're bobbing. What are you bobbing for? Marshmallows? Because you want to make it hard to find. If you put like little chocolate things, you're going to be really hard to find. You got to put like something in there, like marshmallows or something like that.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Okay, all right. Then maybe we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the specifics. I'll let the chat sort of feed off of what they think.
they go crazy sometimes. So I don't know about that.
Well, you got to give the people what they want. You want the clicks. You got, I want to have the clicks where I'm sitting back in a easy chair. People don't want that. People want you injured, your mouth on fire, or covered in pudding. Or if you covered in pudding while your mouth is on fire.
Have you seen those Sunday lives? We kind of already are doing that.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Did you see the green tongues last week?
The what?
The green tongues. We did a sour pickleball challenge.
Oh, I guess I missed that. It was on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was in Temple. No, I'm just kidding. I missed it. I just missed it. I'm sorry. You'll have to let me know. I didn't get a personal invite.
That must mean you do not have me on the bell notification.
No, I do. I have. No, you bell plenty. My phone's ding, ding. I'm just like, again, really? You know what I'm saying? But it's that bell is great unless you're like the boy that cried wolf, and it's dinging and dinging and dinging, and then it sort of irritates people. So I have you on dinging.
Can we not go? Can we go one chat without BBC talking about poop?
The answer is no. No, we cannot. I mean, it wouldn't be a chat then. I don't know what we talk about. I guess I don't know, talk about our day,
Yeah, I mean, that's what normal people do.
Well, if people wanted normal, they came to the wrong place. This is Sassy Cajun. If you saw the picture at the beginning, Sassy's wrestling an alligator, and I'm trying to eat it. You don't go to a live like that if you think you're just going to chat. So,
yeah, we could discuss the specifics.
Okay.
So I guess it would just be me, you, and Chase, or we add.
Well, you can invite. It'd be fine. Invite whoever would be interested in doing. We want to make sure that whatever we're doing, everyone is doing the same thing. So,
right.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't want. We have how many we need to have and the size of the bowl, etc. So yeah, we need to work out some of the specifics. But hopefully, it'd be something fun. It's not necessarily becoming a. One of these kind of channels that does that all the time, but just thought maybe it'd be something different.
Change it up some. Or we could just send you a bunch of hot stuff, and you could eat some hot stuff.
So you want to see me die on camera? Is that what this is? I have a heart. I don't want to die. I really don't. I don't like to do well with spicy.
You like to hiccup when you eat hot stuff, so.
That's what happens to everybody. Have you ever eaten anything really, really spicy? That's what happens.
I don't think I hiccup though. If it was realistic, Barbarian would eat the alligator, then open a mystery box.
That would make it fun.
No, Death Nuts for BBC.
No. That one looks horrible. I've seen a lot of videos of people eating those death nuts. It is so much worse than anything else. No.
Well, hello, Rays. Since we didn't say hello, we highlighted the chat. That's hot puking, I think, or hot crying.
No. Is that what it is? Yeah. I don't know. It's like I said, the hottest thing I've ever eaten is that jelly bean. That was the
that was funny.
Yeah. Well, the first one that I had, that was the thing. I wasn't prepared. I hadn't emotionally prepared for something so hot, and I put it in my mouth thinking, it'll be a little spicy, won't be too bad, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and yeah. So
we put up a comment pop. Fastest wins them all.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I mean, like I said, we can put up any kind of stakes that people want to put. Gotta have something though. Either that, or it's got to be a challenge where the loser has to do something. So I
don't like doing those.
What's that?
I don't like where you have to do something.
Like going to the mall wearing a dress or something like that.
We're already doing the face in something. That's kind of losing right there. And
well, we don't. The idea.
Again?
The idea is whatever it is, it's got to be worthwhile enough that you don't give up. Because once marshmallow or something goes up my nose, I'm going to have a hard time. That'll be the main thing. I might get some nose clips because that's the most I'm worried about.
You whine too much.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're always complaining about everything. So
that's not true. Nothing's right. I just want things to be right. And when they're right, I don't complain. That's just so rare now.
Whatever happened with that pop that you got in that was destroyed? Did you ever get a replacement?
I've had several that have been destroyed. Sometimes I'll send them back and sometimes I'll keep them. So it really kind of depends. A couple times I have returned to Amazon, but most of the time I just take them out of the box.
I think your mom had bought you.
Oh, no, that was a bobblehead that this head was cut off. I gave it back to my mother and she returned it. So I asked her, I said, look, I'll glue it if you want, but it's in that spot where when you're a bobblehead like this, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your neck, and it's going to snap again. So I don't know. So she said she sent me another one, so I'll open it again. I guess hopefully it won't break this time. So
yeah,
I felt bad when somebody gives you something, you really shouldn't give it back to them. So it happened to me one time. I had a dog that was it wasn't my dog, it was someone else's dog, and I gave it to somebody, and apparently the dog ate a kitten, and then they wanted to give it back, and I'm like, no. I gave you the dog. That's your dog now. So that's what happened. So
you gave somebody else's dog away?
Yeah, it was my wife's son's dog. So he wasn't watching it. He loved his dog, and then he got a girlfriend. And you know what he found out? He loved the girlfriend more. So I said, you don't taking care of the dog, I can't take care of it. Because the dog hated me. I mean, he would get up on the furniture. I said, look, please get down. I try to be nice. And then one time I told him, just get down. And he came, he sat and turned around and gave me eye contact. Never seen a dog do this before. Might have been an alien. Gave me eye contact and peed in the middle of my carpet. And I wanted to wring that dog's neck. I didn't. I'm a good person. But I immediately got rid of the dog too, though. So,
well, Comics on the Edge just came in the room. Christina Payne. Hello. We are talking about possibly next week, if you just came in, doing some sort of challenge, probably with Chase's
next
Kingdom.
Week. Did you say next week?
No, did I say next week? I meant next show.
That's you said next week. That's what happens when you become. See, everyone keeps making fun of my age, but it's when people that are the similar age as me that lose their mind. Like who over here?
I think I said next show. I think you're hearing things.
No. It's you said next week because immediately my blood pressure went up. I was like, I don't know if I can do this twice in 2 weeks. That's too much for me. It's too much. So, no, you said next week. A month from now, our next show.
Our next show, right?
Right. We got to prepare and see what ends up happening. So we have some other thoughts. Somebody else has another thought on what to bob for or what to bob in. The thing that made me think of this was, have you ever seen the movie Caddyshack? Have you ever seen Caddyshack before?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Well, there was this one scene where this kid had a chocolate bar and he had it in his hand and was eating it. And this person bumped him and he threw it into the pool and it was floating around. It was like a baby flowing around the pool. And they drained the pool because they thought somebody had taken a dump in the pool. And then this one kid, Spalding, pulled it up. And he's like, hey, and then he bit into it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's all about the poop for you, huh?
It is. It's all about the poop. I really haven't grown up. That's why I feel like I'm 12. People think I'm older, but I feel like I'm 12. So you're old as you feel.
I guess so. So as of right now, Chase has volunteered to enter the ring with the Titans. So we will see who else would like to volunteer. We have, as of right now, 3 more spots open.
So we're going for 6 spots. Is that the plan?
I mean,
because you are going to include yourself. You're not backing out on this thing, are you? Because it seems like you're trying to fill up spots, and then there's like, well, now there's too many spots, so I can't. And we need a referee. No, wrong.
I'm good at refereeing, though. Haven't you seen?
No. You're one of those. We are one of those crooked referees that gets in the middle of things, and then you stir up trouble, and then you try to anybody but this person. That's not great. We don't want that. We don't need a referee on the take.
Obi, he'll vouch for me. I'm a good referee.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do I trust Obi? I don't know if I can trust Obi. He might be on the take. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. So you're not getting out of this thing. You need to have this happen to you too.
Chase said he's ready, 100%.
Okay, very good.
And then
he's got a lot of hair and he's got kind of a thicker beard than me. He's going to have a rough go of it because that stuff gets real sticky. I mean, there are a couple of times when I was, it was summertime and I had an ice cream cone. That sucker was melting and I was, all in it. And my beard was from here to here covered in ice cream gooiness and it sticks. It's hard to get that stuff out. No.
Yeah. Candyman says we never grow up. That's why we collect Funkos.
That's true. That's exactly right.
Look, see, the best referee.
come on, Obi. Don't start trouble, okay? Don't. She can't weasel out of this thing. This needs. We'll find another referee. If we got to find a referee, we'll find a referee. But you need to get involved. You're the first half of the Sassy Barbarian, so you need to hold up your end.
Hello, NYC. How are you? We'll smell tasty.
Yeah, that's that right. There's nothing better than sweat and marshmallow and Cool Whip all mixed together. I'm sure smell wonderful.
Oh,
sure.
You know what we could add to it is like we could drizzle chocolate sauce over it too.
Mm-hmm. No. Well, what I was thinking when I was originally thinking the pudding and the Snickers is putting some corn in there because sometimes there's corn in there. You know what I mean?
No, not in
you
pudding.
need to make it as much like what people are imagining as possible, right?
No.
Okay. You don't have to eat the food. You're just bobbing to get the little things out.
You know how hard it would be to get corn out?
Corn out of what?
Didn't you say you would put corn in it?
Yeah, you just put it in it, but you don't have to eat the corn. You don't have to eat any part of this. You're just bobbing for it. I'm not suggesting you put your head in there and eat the entire bowl of whatever it is. You're just moving your face around and trying to grab the things and then pull them out and put them on a little plate. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not talking about eating the whole bowl of pudding. I don't need diabetes. I almost died after I had that jelly bean challenge. I mean, seriously, I had the shakes. I was headachy. My vision was blurry. Not good. No, you grab the things and you pull them out and you get a count of who got the most out.
Yeah, but you can't get corn out. It's so little.
I was just going to put it in for color and, what I mean, for a texture. You know what I mean, right? Like when you eat corn, it doesn't really digest. Or am I by myself here? You saying I'm by myself?
No, you're correct.
Okay, right.
He said he would kill it because his kids would help him.
Oh, well, you can't. You afterwards maybe.
That would be cheating, but
yeah, we can't have 4 people. That's not right. No. This is a one on whatever. How many? So.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how it all turns out. If anybody else is interested in being part of this, you're welcome to join. We'll be happy to do it. But Sassy's not backing out of this thing. We can't have it.
Christina said she would referee.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, there's someone I can actually trust to referee it.
She's my friend. You still trust her? I
still trust that she will do the right thing. Some people, pretty borderline.
Yeah. 5-man K-Cup would eat the most.
Who?
5-man K-Cup would eat the most.
Maybe. I'm not much for one of those like quantity eaters. Like I guess a TechBot and JKL are talking about eating like 100 chicken nuggets. I'm like, I couldn't. That's not.
Somebody was talking about a chicken nugget challenge. I'm like, I'll be down for that. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, you think you could eat? How many chicken nuggets you think you could eat
without any fries?
Well, yeah,
just nuggets. You'll be surprised. I could probably do 30 at least. Yeah.
If I starve myself for a whole day, I might be able to eat 40, but that would be absolute limit. There's no way. And even then, I would just be laying down, rubbing my stomach for the next 24 hours, and then pooping and vomiting. Probably.
I'd be willing to try it just to see.
Yeah.
So, Candyman says, "Wait till the corn gets in your nose."
Well, that's the problem. I'm worried about things getting in my nose more than anything. I'm not really good. Like when I swim in the pool, I don't like water going up my nose. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, me either. Obi said 72.
There's no way Obi can eat 72. There is no way. I mean, that's the thing. People look at him like, oh, it's a little chicken nugget. You could easily. Those are pretty meaty. There's a decent amount of meat there. That breading.
NYC says he could eat 40 from McDonald's when he's hungry.
No. I'll get a 20 piece. Like, when I go, I'll get a 20 piece. And that's pretty much the max for what I can take. But if I starve myself.
I said, without fries, because I can do a 20 piece with the fry. But without the fry, then maybe, I could shove another 10 in there.
What about the sauce? Would you put a sauce or go dry?
I could do either. I prefer to have the sauce, but I could go without the sauce.
I think to be honest with you, I think at first I would probably go without, but at some point you're going to choke. I mean, I guess it'd be water or whatever else, but at some point those things are going to be so dry going down. They're going to like scrape your throat, and yeah, I don't know that I would.
Christina says, "Do I hear 50?" And then NYC says he eats that many with the meal.
Oh, well.
And then Obi says he's eaten 60 and was still hungry.
Well, like I said, there's some big eaters. I used to eat quite a bit. I remember when I was in college, I would go to this Chinese restaurant and they had a buffet, and I would starve myself all day and go down to the buffet, and I would eat like 3 plates, and it would be one of those heaping Chinese plates until the owner would come out and sort of give me that stare like, you better get out of here before something happens. So
yeah. But Christina wants to know, what sauce would you use?
I would use sweet and sour. I love sweet and sour on my chicken nuggets.
Me too. That's the one I use from McDonald's. And then I don't like Burger King sweet and sour sauce. It tastes kind of weird. So I'll do barbecue and ranch there. And then at Chick-fil-A, I do the Polynesian sauce. And then at Wendy's, I do bacon and ranch. Ranch and barbecue.
I don't usually get any nuggets anywhere other than McDonald's. The other places usually get a burger, and I hate Burger King. I really do not like Burger King. I won't go there for anything. If people go there, like for some reason, my wife likes to go places she knows I hate, just to completely mess with my mind. And it's not some reason. I think I know the reason, but anyway, so I'll just be like, I'm not going to, this is when I kick into I'm 4 years old kind of thing. I won't eat it. I'm on a hunger strike. I won't eat it. I don't want a fry. I don't want a soda, nothing. So she doesn't like Burger King either. That's the thing that irritates me. Well, it's just so convenient. We're right here.
So Obi said he would run the AYCE Chinese open to close. He said as long as one person is eating, they won't kick you out.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, they're not really supposed to, but like I said, they'll give you that evil eye every now and then for sure.
And NYC says he eats Burger King nuggets, but they taste like cardboard.
Well, the thing about McDonald's nuggets is, and the thing I would be most concerned about a challenge is they would need to be really fresh, because once chicken nuggets get cold, that crispy outer side gets very cardboardy. And then they are not good anymore. They are. Yeah. It'll be a real challenge.
I like Wendy's nuggets. Have you ever tried Wendy's nuggets?
And I've never tried Wendy's nuggets. I've never. Yeah. I usually will get a baked potato and a burger or something like that. So
yeah, I like their nuggets. I get their 4 for $4, where you get 4 nuggets, you get a long junior bacon cheeseburger, a small fry, and a drink.
Yeah. So. I used to get. I remember a long time ago when I first started going to Wendy's, and they have the bacon cheese potato. And I remember I get not a good idea to eat in the car, by the way. So I had it with me. I wasn't driving. I was in the back seat, and I had it in there. And they really put a lot of hot cheese. It was steam was coming off it, and I had little bacon bits on there. And I was like, oh, I can't wait. And my dad hit this thing, went boom like that. It went up in the air, and it was in slow motion. You ever had something happen in slow motion? And it immediately tipped over, and the cheese landed right in my lap, and it was like lava had poured over my lap. I haven't been the same since. So I scooped.
Worst luck with food.
I do. I have the worst luck with a lot of things. I scooped it up. So because you panic at that point. I scooped it up to throw it out the window, and the window was down, of course. So it was just like a disaster, and the cheese was everywhere. And yeah, that didn't.
The window wasn't down, or was down?
It was not. It was not down. It was up. It was.
Oh man, that's.
Well, they did a good job cleaning the window. I didn't. Like I said, I just wanted it off my lap and get it out of here, because cheese was everywhere. I just scooped it up as best I could. It was burning my hands. I just went like that, and well.
And they didn't make you clean it?
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I was asked to clean it, but it was a long time ago when I was a youngster. So
a young lad,
right? It was back in those days when people were suing McDonald's and places like that because things were hot. Because then they would just indiscriminately cook them at any temperature. Now things aren't as hot as they used to be. But
Candyman said the longest he ate at a buffet was 4 hours.
That's if you did, you're almost it's like when you're eating at a lunch buffet and you're eating for 4 hours, then you're getting right into dinner. And then they're like, no. You definitely have to go then.
Yeah, because dinner costs more than lunch.
Right.
So they're trying to get you out because if you go over a certain time, then they end up charging you for dinner instead of lunch.
Right. Exactly right. So
I went to this one place one time where they had food. There was a section they were like, this, you cannot eat from this until after a certain time. Like if it's up there already, I don't know if I want to eat it after that certain time.
True. Of course, buffets nowadays, I mean, almost, I don't know that there are any buffets anywhere open, as it was.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, do you? They've opened them back up again too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I know around here, a lot of places that were buffets, they're still open, but they're not open the same way. They'll bring you plates. You tell them what you want, and they'll bring it to you, and then you can just keep getting it. But as far as going up and touching, they don't want that.
Yeah.
So.
They had done that for a little while, but it didn't last long, and then they let you go up there now. So not if you got in before they made the rulings. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I used to like going to the buffets, but it's really I'm like a dog. Like if you give a dog food, he'll keep eating until he basically bursts open.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not good at buffets. I can't regulate because I'm trying to get my money's worth. You're never going to get your money's worth at a buffet.
I heard that fish do that too. Don't eat until So that's why you can only put a certain amount in their tank because they'll just keep eating and eating and eating and eating.
Right. Yeah. So it was well, like I said, I haven't been to a buffet in a while. We used to have a place around here, Sushi King. I don't know if you like sushi or not. Mm-hmm. And it was a buffet, but it wasn't like it was kind of like what they told you. You go off to the menu and pick a different kind of roll, and they'll keep bringing them.
Yeah.
So you just pay one price, and they keep bringing them.
We have a place called Sushi Masa like that.
Yeah.
You pay like $20. Oh no, you pay like $28, and it comes with the drink, and then you can get like the appetizer, and you can get as many rolls as you want. Right. It's all kind of stuff you can choose from, but you have to eat it because whatever you don't eat, they'll charge you extra.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. And the one that I go to, they won't bring you another one until what you've eaten is eaten. Because I've told them, I was like, can you bring me a half roll? Because I don't really feel like I'm going to eat a whole roll. Like, no, we have to bring you a whole roll and you have to eat it. So it's just like, But
yeah. Well, I had went the first time with my daughter about a month or so ago. And one of them I got was pretty spicy. I mean, I'm Cajun, but I'm not a huge spice person myself either. And I really was getting to the point where I was full because I ordered more than I should have. And so I was trying to eat them so I wouldn't have to pay any extra. And the girl came and I said, I really can't eat anymore. And she's like, well, we'll have to charge you, I was like, well, this one I really didn't eat because it's really spicy. Oh, it's spicy. You don't like it? That changes everything. So she took it and I didn't have to pay for it.
All of a sudden, everything's spicy. I didn't like this. This is spicy. There's no spice in that. Y'all messed up. I don't know what happened.
Essie mom said she eats till she's sick.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot, but it ruins the experience. It's just like you go to a nice restaurant and then you spend a lot of money. And like I said, I'm trying to get my money's worth. I've given up on that. Just like when I'm full, I'm done, and that's it. So,
yeah. Well, the last time we went, I got a little soup. You have to have the miso soup. Mm-hmm. So you eat the little soup, and then they had tempura shrimp, which you gotta have tempura shrimp.
Sure.
So, and then once you get all that eaten, then it's like, well, it doesn't seem like one sushi roll's enough, but it really is.
Right. Yeah, the rice is really filling.
Yeah. So you order 2 sushi rolls. I mean, that's not a lot of food. But then once you start eating, and it's like, maybe order too much.
I like to order the different ones that are sort of interesting because some of them look really fancy and stuff like that. Right, so I try to order some different ones and things like that. And but I mean, like the place I would go to is like there's literally like 110 different types of sushi rolls on there that you can pick from. So you can't really pick them all, obviously. So I try a few here and try a few there. But there's certain things like tuna. I'm not a big tuna fan. I don't like it to be that fishy. And my wife hates fishy stuff, so she doesn't like going to sushi. So if we go, she'll get like a vegetable roll or something like that. So
I usually get the seafood, the fried stuff. I don't eat anything raw.
Right. Yeah, they have a number of different things, I think, for a variety of people now because people bring whole families there, and obviously like a lot of people don't really like fish and kids don't want to try something they've never tried, so they try to put a lot of other stuff on there too. So but I can't wait to go back. It's been a long time. So I've only eaten in a restaurant maybe once. I think it's just one time since all this has happened. So we order and take out, but it's the only time we ate in. For my birthday, we ate in.
We're going to Pensacon this next weekend.
What is it?
Pensacon. It's Comic-Con in Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
And we're actually going to meet up with Jim Pops and his wife.
Oh, that sounds cool.
We're supposed to have dinner on Saturday night. I think sushi was one of the topics, so hopefully we'll find a good place. You're
going to try to do a little thing? Are you going to record some things so you can watch everyone eat, so you can show everyone how much you can eat?
No, not about eating, but we are definitely going to take plenty of pictures and do a little video skit together. So.
Okay, well, sounds good. I've never. Have you ever been to this con before or no?
No. Actually, the one I went to a few weeks ago was my first ever going to anything.
Oh, okay.
So it was interesting. It was kind of what I expected, but then not again. Like it wasn't a big con. So this one may be a little bigger. I don't know. I've never been to. This will be only my second one. So.
Right. Yeah, I've only been to the Galaxy Con in Richmond. It was a small one, but it was good to go because I'd never been to one before and sort of get your feet wet. And it was interesting. They had panels, and I got some autographs, which was cool. And they had like things like wrestling there. There was something. There were people doing live games. There was stuff that I didn't realize they did. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. I really
this one will definitely be bigger because the last one we went to I don't think they had panels.
Oh,
but they did have where you could get autographs and stuff like that. So I was able to get a couple autographs, and it wasn't really packed, so it was nice. But I think this one is gonna be bigger because there are panels.
Okay. Do you know? Is there anybody famous going to be there that you're going to try to get an autograph from, or?
Mr. Cajun wants to get the Mayor Goldie Wilson from Back to the Future.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And then there's Murr from Impractical Jokers.
Oh, yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I actually saw one of those shows where all four of them were there. Yeah, they were in, I think it was maybe Virginia Beach. Well, and
I think Murr's from Virginia.
Oh, is he? Yeah, they were doing like a tour, and they went around, and we went to one of the show, of course, before the pandemic. One of the shows. It was good. It was a lot of fun. They were telling stories and had little things on their stuff. That's cool. That'd be really cool. I don't know what you get. I guess he has pictures there to have signed or whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So Essie Mom says her and buffets aren't compatible. Funko Brothers just came in. Hello, Bearded Barbarian. Are you in Virginia?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm in Southern Virginia.
Yeah. Candyman said his friend owns a sushi restaurant, so he'll bring over good food, good stuff when I'm craving. Wow, that's nice when you can just call up your friend and say, hey, can you bring me something?
Yeah, I follow Candyman on Instagram, and I'm like, I don't know. Every time I go on there, he's got really awesome food he's eating. And it's just like, ooh.
Awesome food and awesome toys.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the heck, man?
He has the life. Like, he gets to eat all the good food. He gets to collect all the toys. And he has
I'm waiting for him to see him leaned up against a Lamborghini. Emily's just like, that's it. He's got it all. He's got great food.
And he just, yeah. Christina says she's in Charlottesville.
Yeah, I work in Richmond, and then I live in city of Franklin down south. So from where I work to Charlottesville is an hour. So yeah, and then part of I work at the prison system, and so I tour around at different facilities. They have one nearby, so I definitely go through there. Charlottesville is nice. That's where Monticello is, and Thomas Jefferson's, UVA, etc. So it's a nice area, very nice area.
Candyman says no Lambo yet.
And soon. You gotta save up now. You gotta save up.
Quit buying all those toys.
Yeah, maybe if you sell some of your toys, you probably have enough for a Lambo.
He has some nice stuff. Have you seen his toy collection?
I haven't seen the full collection, but I've seen a lot of the. So he's got some awesome stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't buy just Funko. He buys like hot toys and statues and designer toys. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I that's one thing I'd like to try to start buying more of is like hot toys and stuff like. But it's so expensive. I mean, and that stuff on the cheap end is like $400 or $500. I mean, all the way up to over $1,000. So
yeah, they say they have a payment plan, like you can do monthly payments or.
It's just like, okay, like I have a car payment and then I have my sideshow payment. Something about having a payment for a toy is very hard for me to overcome. So
now, do you collect Chomps and Tiny Ghosts?
I don't collect a lot of those type of things. I have a few other like things that are not Funko, but very few. Because mainly the reason I buy Funko is because of things that reminds me of, things that I remember when I was a child, and they're cool, but they just don't really do the same thing for me. So
yeah. Christopher says, "Howdy, sexies."
There you go. I assume he's referring to me.
Take it like you want.
That's how I take it. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you for noticing.
That's
you obviously
how you
have great vision.
All right. So next topic is
where's Two Boys? Last time he had lots of topic ideas. What is he? Out hanging out outside near the pool or something like that, or
I don't know. He may be a baseball practice. His son's in baseball. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was in baseball because I don't really see an athletic kind of thing going on with him.
He helps coach. So he actually played baseball for a number of years, and I think he actually tried out or was gonna try out for some baseball. Like he used to really play baseball.
So pro. He was trying to try out for pro baseball or semi-pro.
I think so, yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess you don't have to be that athletic to be in baseball. That's interesting.
He may have been athletic in the day.
I see. Yeah, he's let himself go.
I see. He is older than both of us, so.
He keeps saying that's not the case. But again, he's wearing hats and masks, and it's just like there's this much of him that you can see. So that makes it real easy for him to cover up. So, yeah. I believe that. I definitely believe that.
So Candyman says if you have a payment plan, you can get your product slower than full payment at the sideshow.
Do they send you pieces? So like if I have 20%, they'll send me an arm, and then they'll get a head later on. It's like a layaway situation like they used to have at Kmart.
Christopher said he was sorry he's late. He was doing a full body wax.
How about that? Did you get that on video? Do you have any video of that? We'll put it up here on this channel if you'd like.
Yeah, come on.
Check out see what it is. We might have to blur out some parts. We might have to have some of those, blurry parts.
Somebody once said last night they wanted a chase version of Mr. Crispers.
Is that right? What would that look like? Any thoughts?
Don't know. We don't even know what the real Crispers looks like.
I know, that's true. We'll have to get some pictures.
Knowing him. If you know him at all.
Right. Understood.
Oh, man. He's a crazy man. He knows how to bring the party to the chat for sure.
There you go. That's you got to be the life of the party sometimes.
That's right. Yeah.
Just be yourself. That's what we're hoping, for this to be. Just come and be yourself and have a fun time. And, like I said, if you want whatever you guys want to talk about, we're happy to chat about it and etc. We started talking about movies. Then we went down a very weird road. I'm not sure, when we were talking about what our plans were, I said, whatever we plan, we're not going to end up there anyway. So might as well talk about whatever people really want to talk about, etc. So have you bought any of the new sodas? Did you see the new sodas this week?
Yes, they're all on pre-order.
You got them all?
I got pre-ordered 2 of each.
I missed that rabbit, that wascally wabbit.
Oh, the Energizer?
Yeah, when I put the thing in, like for some reason, with Spastic, I have all my information in, so I just go click, 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 click. And then this time it just came up and he's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, hold on a second. I know. So I start entering this stuff. I'm like, we don't know anyone that's named that. I was like, I buy tons of sodas from these people. What's wrong? So I had to create a new password and create a whole new thing. And then I go in there and they're like, oh, no more rabbits. I'm like, oh. I got everything but the Energizer Bunny.
Entertainment Earth. You can pre-order from Entertainment Earth.
I haven't had good luck from Entertainment Earth. I've had really I mean, have you had any good luck from there? I've pulled no chases from that.
I pulled 2 last week.
Chases?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I pulled the Quisp Chase and the Fearless Leader.
Oh, I pulled. I had 4 Quisps, and I never buy 4, and I didn't pull a chase. I don't know what happened. But those were from Spastic. But I bought a bunch of stuff from Entertainment Earth, and I had no luck at all. So I said, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just not buy from there. So I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, Christopher says, wait, you don't know what I look like? I've been posting pictures on Instagram after my workout. Well, I didn't know that was really you.
This is kind of like one of those things where those people lean on, like I said, lean on a Lambo, and it's just someone else's Lambo. So you could just have a picture of some other person. Hey, he looks a lot like Tom Cruise. Look at that.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony said he pulled a chase from Epic Collectibles yesterday.
Oh, I've never bought from Epic Collectibles before. That's interesting.
Actually, I just got a mystery box in from them.
You know, I bought something from Epic, but I think it's a different company. And it's huh?
I said, oh.
It's but maybe it is the same company. I've got like it's a subscription box, and it's got like fantasy stuff in it. Maybe it is the same company.
I don't know. But this is what I pulled.
Oh.
Super Sailor Moon.
Oh, I have that one.
So it was a $20 box, and PPG on the pop is $38. So
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Sailor Moon a while back, and I'm not really into Sailor Moon, but I thought it was a cool pop, so I held on to it. So
yeah. Talk about chases, and Anthony shows up. How predictable.
I had really good luck with chases, and like a video last week. I'll give myself a split. I got Spastic has mystery boxes of sodas. I don't know if you've ever bought them from there, where they'll just send you 6 random sodas. You don't have any idea what they'll put 6 random sodas in there, and you pull them out, and it's one of each something. And I got 4 chases out of 6 sodas.
Oh, wow.
That was super lucky. Usually I'll get like 1. I think one time I got 2, but I got 4 out of that one. That was amazing. So some good stuff. It was fun.
Yeah. That's crazy. I watched this soda video yesterday. This guy had, I want to say maybe 50 sodas. I don't know. His table was covered. He pulled so many chases.
Were they 50 different sodas, or was it 50 a lot of the same?
50 different sodas. He had some WonderCon sodas. He had some. It was a bunch of different ones, and he didn't buy them all from the same place. He got them from all different places. And during this video, I think he pulled 4 or 5 chases in a row. Wow! But he pulled a bunch of chases.
50. I mean, good Lord, 50 sodas. I mean, you know, on the cheap side, they're $12.
Yeah.
You might be able to get them for 10, but holy smokes, that's a lot of money to tie up into some sodas. I mean, usually when I buy like 6 or 7 or 8 at a time, that's about as much as I can manage. I'm not trying to break the bank on sodas. So.
Right. Yeah. When I pre-ordered all the ones that dropped this week, I only got 2 of each, and it was $200 and something.
Right. Exactly right.
So they aren't cheap for sure.
Yeah,
I got the Lucha Captain America. I need the Captain America one. I have that one I'm missing, and the Thanos Lucha one.
Lucha one. Yeah, I got I got 2 of those that are the 6 were the Lucha ones. I'm trying to remember if it was Thanos maybe. So I've gotten 3 chases for the Lucha ones. So I'm not sure. I don't have Iron Man, but I think I got 3 of the other ones. Maybe Thanos.
I only have 2 chases of the Luchas.
Okay. Yeah, because I got 2 out of that one box that I said I pulled 4 out of 6. Those were Luchas. I got a Harley Quinn. And the thing is, I'd only gotten one before in like another mystery box, and it was a Harley, and that one was a chase too. And I didn't remember that I had pulled a chase. So I have 2 chases for Harley now, and then the other one was, I'm trying to remember what the other one was.
So what do you do? Sell your extra chases, or?
I've never gotten 2 chases, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm thinking I might hold on to it and then do a giveaway when I get 1,000 subscribers, and I want to try to put together either a mystery box or a couple different mystery boxes or something to give away for 1,000. So
and how close are you to that?
I'm at about 918, 917, something like that. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, getting there slowly, but that's fine. I mean, you know, I know that being on lives, it really helps people, and the only live I do is with you, because this is pretty much I have to go into therapy after this is over usually, so I can't put myself through but so much. So
it's not that bad.
Right, sure.
So Christopher says he doesn't trust 6 mystery box till the lucha craze has ended. And
they do put a lot of them in. They put 3 luchas in there, so one of them I got was not a chase. So
Candyman said he added 2 more 10-inch pops, and my wife was looking at me saying, "You know, you have no room in your man cave." Oh yeah, John and Joanna did 100 one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd say only maybe 20% of soda chases, the commons I'm all about. Yeah, I not 80. Yeah, I would agree. 80% of the time, I prefer the common over the chase, but it's exciting when you pull a chase, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, some of them are just like, it's almost like it's just a gimmick. They'll change the color on one little thing.
Yeah. Or Metallica, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, hi, Barbarian. I'm an ordained minister and therapist. One show got you covered. You healed.
My dad is a minister, ordained minister, so I've ended up this way because of him. So, there you
go. Yeah, Crispers is something else.
Mm.
He keeps the chat hopping, I'll tell you.
I'm sure he does. But yeah, anyway, some of those were really, really cool ones. I'm looking forward to getting those in. I think, what are they, second quarter or third quarter? Did it say when they're supposed to come in? Like August or something like that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to those. I wish they wouldn't do that. I don't understand why they feel it necessary. See, this goes back to my rant from the previous video. Why do they find it necessary to tease you? Oh, here's some really cool sodas, but you won't see them 4 months from now. What other thing do they do that for? Nothing else has done that.
I don't understand it either, because like I'll pre-order, and then next thing you know, in a couple of weeks, somebody's like, "I got the new soda." I'm like, well, my pre-order says it's not coming till June or July. How are you already putting a video on it?
Well, that's it. Exactly. I mean, you know, it's, I don't know. It's frustrating to think that they would do it that way. It just makes no sense. So.
Where's the mini Sass, by the way? I need a challenge today. Oh, she's probably sleeping.
Sleeping? What time is it there?
It's 3:00, but she works nights. And she went and partied last night. So let me message her and see what she's doing. I'll try to get her in here for you, Crispers.
Oh, brother. It's one of those kind of things where he could just snap his fingers. It's good to be the king. Is that what they say? It's good to be the king. I want a person. Bring them here.
I mean, if I can accommodate, you know.
Oh. How come you're never accommodating like this with me? You're never accommodating.
Because you want to do weird things.
That's not true. Just bobbing for Snickers bars and pudding. I mean, is that too much to ask?
Yeah, that's a little. It is. It's a little too much, I think.
I think it's normal. It's just like a Tuesday for some people.
Elsie Mom says, yeah, there's some chases she doesn't care for.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they would do more things like flock chases or a black light chase, like make the thing and make a black light. Make it really special.
Those Alice in Wonderland ones?
I tried to get them. I couldn't get them. I don't know. You know, that didn't work out either.
I have them on pre-order.
They have a tendency to, when they do these things, hey, go into new thing. It's like right in the middle of the day. I'm working on a project. I'm just like, I've got to do this. So sometimes I'll be able to take my break, you know, and I can do those. A lot of times I'm like literally in the middle of a meeting or something, and I just can't get to it. So, oh well.
Yeah, I'm not a chaser, is what I like to say. If I get the chase, I'm excited, and maybe I'll buy a couple of extra to see if I get the chase. But if I don't, I'm not going to keep buying and keep buying and keep buying until I get the chase. Unless it's really one that I really have some sort of connection to, you know?
Right. Yeah, The only one that I tried to really hard to get the chase, and I never did, was Bob Ross. I think I bought two, then I bought two more, and then I think I bought maybe two more from Funko. So I bought like six. I could have just bought six from Spastic, and they'd give me one, but whatever.
So he says, go dump some water on her and say we're under attack. Then he says, she's not accommodating to you because of your hair. Spike it up and you'll get what you want.
You know what's a good prank that you should do to someone when they're sleeping? Okay, if they're dead asleep now, you get two flashlights. Okay, you get two flashlights. You turn them on, and you go right into the person's face and go, "Look out, truck!" And then you see what I'm saying? And then they wake up and they think, car accident.
Have you done that before?
I have not done that before because the person would probably murder me. But it is an idea that maybe you should consider.
So he says she's not a chaser. She's a vodka. Actually, I don't drink vodka. I don't like vodka because actually down some when I was a lot younger, I downed a bottle about this big. It was hot. It was hot vodka, and it burned all the way going down.
Why was it hot? Did somebody spike it with something?
No, it wasn't chilled.
Oh, are you talking about the temperature was hot?
Yeah. So it just went the wrong way, and I said I would never drink vodka again. Now I do drink screwdrivers here and there, but I'm not a big vodka fan. But they have come out with a bunch of flavored vodkas that would be kind of cool to see if they're any good.
Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker. I can barely. I'm out of control without drinking, so I'd rather not see me in that situation.
Right.
I'm a bit of a control freak, so that wouldn't work out for me.
So you don't drink at all?
I really don't. No. I'm not. I like to consider myself the life of the party. I have a tendency to be the designated driver, which is not the fun thing to be, but I try to help people out. But when I was in college, I never really was much of a drinker there either.
When I was younger, I drank quite often. I wouldn't drink a whole lot, but then I went probably a good 10 years and didn't touch one alcohol drink at all. Mm-hmm. But then lately, here and there, I'll have a drink or a couple or, whatever. It's not like I drink every day or every weekend even. So
right.
Every now and then.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I feel weird because sometimes on a social situation, and I'm just so much of a wimp. I never acquired the taste. Like like my wife and I would go on like wine tour. We'd go on taste wines, and then I would I felt weird because she'd go up to the bar, so I'd go up there and say, "Yeah, I'll take a taste." And then, of course, I thought everything was horrible because I'm not used to drinking anything. I said, "What do you usually give to the children? Like grape juice? You have a little grape juice?" And this is really good Welch's. Whatever Welch's flavoring, that's what I want.
Well, I don't like wine either.
Yeah.
So if
it's sweet a little bit, I'm okay with it. But those dry wines, my wife really likes these dry wines. It's like, I feel like I'm going to choke on it. It's horrible.
Essie Mom says they do pre-orders because they sell out fast, and then you have to buy them secondhand.
Right. Well, they could just sell them. I mean, they could have them on the thing and just sell them. I mean, they could have them in stock and just say, "Well, we're selling them today, and we'll ship them out as soon as they're sold out and be done with it." I mean, they don't have to pre-order them. It's almost like they're trying to build up some sort of a fake interest, and people are already interested. You don't need to do that. I mean, is it that much work to make them rather than a pop? I don't think so.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so because they're smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Christopher says that's okay. You don't do vodka. I don't do tequila. Last time I had tequila was at a taping of Girls Gone Wild. Woke up in a dumpster eating leftover Cheetos.
Do you know that they were Cheetos? That's the thing. When you end up in a dumpster, right, you don't know really what you're eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Sounds like an interesting day, though. Sounds like an interesting day.
Nancy says she doesn't drink at all. Same way, never acquired the taste. Yeah. Tried it a couple times and just didn't do anything for her. Plus, I just don't see the need for alcohol. Everyone has their own opinions.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, I can see that people, if they want to use it to relax, that's great. I'm always relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So I just I'll show up and people are like, "Oh, you've had a few," and no, it's just me. I don't need a headache. I have plenty of headaches. I don't need to add to my headaches.
Yeah, I have enough headaches on my own, but I don't drink hard alcohol. It's more like a wine cooler, I would say, kind of like Kool-Aid almost.
Yeah.
So, I don't go overboard, but it's nice to just be able to sit around and have a drink. Like tomorrow, I will definitely be having one because I'm eating crickets. So
You're doing what now?
Eating crickets.
You can drink all the alcohol you want. As somebody that's eaten ants and crickets and scorpions, it doesn't help. I can assure you that.
I'm hoping that it will.
It's best to imagine there's something else. That's all I can tell you.
What kind of crickets have you had?
They were chocolate-covered crickets. I got them from Amazon. But yeah, it's best to imagine. They didn't really taste bad. It just like a crispy, because they're not a lot. The worst thing was worms when I had the chocolate-covered worms because they were chewy. And you don't want chewy. It's a consistency. But other than that, it was just when they broke apart, you could feel their little legs in your mouth and stuff like that.
Well, these don't have legs. They've already been pulled out. Because I looked at pictures on their website. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a cheesy ranch. Oh. I have a spicy cayenne and a buffalo wing.
That's nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I would suggest having something there to drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have 4 of us doing this, and we're going to have a wheel to where we have to see who has. Everybody's going to have to taste every one of them. Right. But the wheel will determine how many of each one. So you'll have a choice of 1, 5, 10, or the whole bag.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So we will see who gets to have what.
Yeah, the ranch doesn't sound too bad. Some of those other ones you mentioned, that'd be a pass for me. I don't like cayenne anyway. So
I don't mind cayenne. It's just I don't like buffalo. I don't like the buffalo wing taste. Yeah. It's too vinegary and to me.
Well, I'm sure any kind of flavoring will help with the crickets. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, when I had the ones, chocolate seems to hide a lot of ills. So the chocolate covered ones I had weren't too bad. The scorpion wasn't great. That was rough.
You did those by yourself?
Yeah, I just did it at the beginning of the video. I just decided because
I brought company because Misery loves company. So
my wife was there. She was my company, and she spent her entire time laughing at me.
No, I'm having other people eat it too.
Right, yeah. I asked my wife if she would eat it, but she was not interested. So
she doesn't get on camera with you. We're all going to be.
Well, one of the things I told her was this really wasn't that bad of a snack because she's not a great cook. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this is just like a Tuesday for me.
Wow.
So
you're always talking about her cooking. She must really not be a good cook.
No, she's a much better cook than my mother was. My mother was a horrible cook. She was she would make a frozen pizza and burn it. I mean, so it was my mother did not like cooking, and she would repeatedly tell everyone before the meal. She'd set the meal down and just say, "I hate cooking," and then we would say, "We hate eating," because this was not pleasant. So, yeah.
So no, Nancy I went back the next day, same day, and yes, there was a bag still. Best Cheetos ever because they were free.
Well, when things are found, sometimes you never know what else is in there. So,
drink your own pee.
That's a no. Yeah, I think I would be pretty tough for me. That'd be pretty tough. Yeah. You have to be in a really tight spot for that. A tight spot.
Actually, crickets to me taste like toffee. I buy them on a regular basis.
Yeah, some people really do eat them as a snack.
I got the Blacklight Alice in Wonderland. I want to say I got them from. I usually do all my pre-orders of sodas from Entertainment Earth.
Oh, okay.
Because them you can pre-order and they don't charge you until the order actually comes in.
Oh, okay, right.
So, and then they only let you order 2 of each one at a time, but you are guaranteed to have that. I would hate to buy a soda and then have to pay for it and then wait 3 months for it to come in. You know what I'm saying? And then if you happen to come across it before their pre-order comes in, you can cancel your order and you don't have to worry about it. So
I have a tendency to order something, and Spastic does. I think they do make you pay as soon as you order.
yeah,
But I have a tendency to forget I've made the order and then do another order with Spastic. Like they'll have more of them, they'll repost it, and I'll order it again. And that's why, like, hey, this is a mystery. And I ordered 2 Quisps and 2 Rosies, and then I got 2 more boxes, and there were 2 Quisps and 2 Rosies. And I'm like, dang on it, I didn't even want 4. And then I didn't get a chase for out of 4.
That's what I've been doing with the sodas too. I hurry up and rush and order some, and then I forget which ones I ordered, so then I go back and order more. So yeah, that's how I ended up with the extra crisp and Fearless Leader. But it worked out for me. I was able to get a chase on both of those. So.
Right, that's good. Like I said, when I did it one time before with a Thanos, and I pulled a chase and a regular one in the first 2, and then when I got the second 2 in, I just kept them sealed, and I did like a special giveaway for people for those. So that was cool. It was fine. I mean, it was what it was. I just want to make sure I at least got them. So because I've missed a few. I haven't missed a lot, but I've missed a few over the years. So
yeah. So Chase said he has to bolt. He has band practice. He's about to head out to meet the boys. Appreciate all the shout outs. Don't forget to hit me up for the challenge contest whenever you want to call it.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, what does he do? What's his symbol that he does?
I think it's this. I think it's this. Is this a sign of the devil? Is that what it is, Chase? Or longhorns, hook 'em horns? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, something. Yeah. He's got a rock band, metal band.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love that. That was the kind of music that I was into.
Really?
Was rock and roll and some metal, not real, like Metallica and stuff like that.
I like smooth rock and roll, not like that, like metal and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm one of those people that has depends on the mood that I'm in will be the type of music. Sometimes I'll listen to classical music. Sometimes I'll listen to. My dad had a thing where he would listen to Christmas music all year long. Not all the time, but we would be driving somewhere and it would be like April or May and he'd put Christmas music on. He's like, really? It is way too early for that.
Ross from God Your Pops does that. He loves Christmas and listens to Christmas music a lot.
I understand. Yeah, he has his Christmas lights up behind
him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, every now and then it's fine, but I don't. That's a bit nutty for me. Usually after Thanksgiving was where I'll allow those type of music to get in. So, but yeah, I would listen to. I like music, like alternative music from the 90s and the 80s. I love 80s music. I have a satellite radio, 80s on 8. I'll listen to that a lot. So,
what's really funny? These kids today. My son.
You are an old fart. You know that?
My son's 16. So one day he's singing this song, and I start singing it with him. He's like, "Oops, wait, Mom, how do you know who Queen is?" Boy, I said, "Don't you know Queen's been around as long as I've been a little girl?" And he's like, "No," and I start singing different songs and bringing it up. And he's like, "I didn't know you knew who Queen was." I'm like, "That's old school rocking back in the day."
Mm-hmm. It definitely
I love Queen.
Oh yeah, Queen's a iconic band for sure.
That is so funny though. How you know about Queen? I'm like,
he doesn't know that they were from the 70s. He thinks it's like new music or something.
I guess he did. I don't know.
I actually went to a Queen concert.
Wow.
This was but this was after Freddie Mercury died. So it had the guy that was on American Idol. What was his name?
Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert. And he did a good job though. He did a really good job.
Yeah,
there was a lot of crazy stuff happening at this concert though. I'll just mind you, I shouldn't be seeing some of these things, but the music was good. I keep my eyes focused on the band and what's happening up there. And my wife is like, she said, and she'd be like this, "Hey, look over there." And then I'd look like, "Oh, whoa. I don't need to see what's happening." There's like a love in or something like that. So
Christopher says, "Barbarian, you into rock? I sworn you would have been a polka kind of guy."
Well, I don't know. Listen, buddy, that seems pretty hurtful. I'm not into polka. That's one time. Country music, polka, and most rap is not my thing. Other than that, I'm into a lot other things, but mainly rock and roll. Like I went to Green Day. That was probably one of my favorite concerts. We did that a couple years ago. We went and saw Journey, which is a little bit before my time, but they were awesome. And then we saw, like I said, about once a year we'd go to a concert down at Virginia Beach or somewhere else to a rock concert.
I saw New Kids on the Block at concert. I've seen Whitesnake.
Whitesnake's cool. That's cool.
I've seen some country music artists, some Christian artists, but not too many. Well, Candyman says you're old when you start to say kids today.
That is exactly right. That's exactly right. Those kids, those darn kids, get off my lawn.
He is my kid. He's 16. He's still my kid. So.
Obi has missed a few newspapers, apparently.
And then he's like, spoilers.
Whoops. Sorry about that, Obi. Apparently you've been taking a long nap, otherwise known as a coma. So.
Right. Did you ever watch that movie about Queen and Freddie Mercury?
I heard some bad things. I never watched it. Did you watch it?
Oh, I've watched it 2 or 3 times. I really, really enjoyed it.
I'll have to check it out. Somebody said that it's not really realistic. Like they sort of played with the timeline a bit, and it just, I don't know.
Now the Elton John one, I didn't care for.
No, I don't think I saw that one. I haven't watched too many of these movies of like music movies.
Oh, I love those. I love those.
Yeah, I saw a Metallica one that I thought was pretty good, but it was more documentary style. So because I really like Metallica, but I might have to check that. People said that the guy that played Freddie Mercury did an awesome job, though. He was like it sounded a lot like him, looked a lot like him too. So,
did you? What's your favorite Metallica song? Seeing that you like Metallica.
I like some of the older Metallica, Master of Puppets, but I also like that Black Album was really good. Enter Sandman's a good one. That's
my favorite song from them.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones too. For Whom the Bell Tolls. I like a lot of their songs.
Are we agreeing on something?
I know. That's pretty much the end. The end is here. You know what I mean?
All right, folks, have a great day. We're done here.
But yeah, I do like, but I have to be in the right mood. It's one of those things where like some people really listen to metal all the time. I have to be really, either I'm in an angry mood and I want to be angrier, or I'm in a calm mood and somehow I want to build up my level of emotion for something. Right. I'll usually listen to rock and roll or something like that. So.
Obi says he's on vacation mode at the moment. Brian has been shut off for the week.
The week. Freddie Mercury died in the 80s, did he not? I mean, you were 40 years ago he died. I don't know.
Hey, Wonderhawk, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Time to end it. Yeah.
I hear you. But yeah, I do love music, and that is one thing I've missed from the pandemic. Is we would always go to the movies, my wife and I, and we would always try to go to a concert. One thing that we started to do a lot of was sort of combining the two. Have you ever been to a movie that's also where they're playing like orchestra music while the movie's playing? It was very cool. They do that for Harry Potter. They were doing like a whole series. Like they would show the movie, but instead of the music playing in the movie, they would have a full orchestra band and they would play. It was cool. It was really, really cool. A lot of fun.
I think dinner theater might be nice.
Yeah.
You go and have a little something to eat. There's a little band playing, but then there's like, a little theater show going on or something. That would be kind of cool.
Have you ever been to one of those, like a murder mystery something or something like that?
No, but I've always wanted to. Now I've been to like Dixie Stampede, so that doesn't really count, I don't think.
Well, it's similar in some ways. Like I've never been to Dixie Stampede. I've been to what is the one where they're like the knights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been to that too.
My memory stinks.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've been to one.
It was the one where the cable guy, where they were in the one. Do you remember the movie The Cable Guy, where they were fighting in the ring? Because there's a knights one, and then there's a medieval times.
Yeah, that's it. Medieval times.
Yeah, that was cool. But I've been to one of those murder mystery ones, and it was actually really good. I mean, They bring you some good food and stuff like that. We were packed in there like sardines. I don't know how they would have managed it nowadays, but
yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Funko Pops and Unicorn says, let's try this again with the right account. Hey guys, Wonderhawk is her personal account.
Oh, okay. Huh?
So you can't end it. I paid for a full hour. Only I can end it early.
You've paid? Who did you pay? Did you get the guy at the door? He ripped us off. What happened?
I didn't get anything.
Have you ever? Speaking of those guys, those 4 guys in their show, did you see there was an episode one time where they put one of them up for Q was the guy at the front door collecting money, and this was his punishment, and he had. You saw that one? And they collected $5 from everyone. And then he's like, when's my punishment starting? Oh, come on inside. Don't worry. And they were doing like a thing. And then the guy from the band was like, somebody was collecting money out front. We didn't charge for this thing. And they literally wanted to kill him. They absolutely wanted to kill him.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks for coming. I like the one where they made Sal's phone ring during they were doing like the book club or book reading or whatever. And his phone kept going off.
Yeah, I like the one where they get Sal, like the one where he was in a bingo parlor.
Oh yes,
that was those old ladies were going to kill him, absolutely. And security came and got him. He's like probably relieved when they tore him out of there.
I like also the one where he was in the bathroom and he had because he's a germaphobe.
Right, yeah, that was a good one.
It was all spraying
Stuff was coming up from
and then his dad comes busting through. He's like.
Yeah, there was another good one that was Joe, because it's so hard to get Joe to do anything, and he was the genie from Aladdin. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. If anybody hasn't seen this, go on YouTube and just type in like Genie from Aladdin and these guys, and they use him as a wrecking ball, and he just swings him around. He smashes the entire thing up. And
I like the one where he's on the toilet and he doesn't have any toilet paper, and he opens the door and he's like, "I get some toilet paper."
That's happened to me before, so trust me, I understand. It's a very lonely feeling when you're in that situation, I assure you.
Or was it? It was Q and Sal, I think, maybe, when Q had to pretend that he found a $20 bill in the toilet.
Yeah.
Poor Merg had to shave his eyebrows and then take a driver's license picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kill him.
I was shocked that time when they made him get tattoos, and they were actual tattoos. I was like, those aren't going to be real tattoos. It's going to be something like ink or something that'll stay on for like, it's an actual tattoo. They actually got tattooed. That's insane.
Yeah. King Bob says he likes the one where they had the parents doing the fake porn videos when he was doing a presentation.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, they've done some ones where they go after Sal's sister or something like that, and they were doing like a sex ed kind of video, and they were doing like this thing, and he was grabbing him.
Or the ones where they show Mur with his little blanket.
Right.
Yeah, I can watch those over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I'll do that on YouTube. I'll just pull up like the punishments and just watch them periodically. Those guys are good. That was good. Like I really thought it would be weird live, but it was cool because they showed some of those type of things.
Have you ever watched the movie? Like the movie they made?
No, I never saw the movie. Did you see it?
I went to start watching it the other day, and I fell asleep. So I'll have to retry to watch it. I just feel like it didn't go over as well as when they had their TV show. It felt more faked, if that makes sense.
I see. Well, the thing when you do these movies, it's just kind of like, Jackass when they had the TV show and they do the movie. You have to one-up. You have to go so far above and beyond, and those things can either go really, really well or they go really, really horribly because it just feels pressed. Yeah. So.
All right, Caitlin, have a good afternoon.
My wife, on one of my early dates with my wife before we got engaged or married, we went to a movie theater, and my wife was like, she doesn't like to make decisions. She likes me to make the decision. And so sometimes I will do things intentionally to force her to make it. So I said, well, let's go see Jackass. And of course I love stuff like that. This is just like I say I'm 4, so
Right.
And she was like, "Yeah, I don't know about that." I was like, "No, let's do that." She's like, I said, "Why don't you go buy the tickets?" And so I made her go up and get the tickets. She was so embarrassed to get those tickets, but it was a lot of fun. I love those movies. That was really.
So there was
they're making another one.
You could go see them.
Huh?
There was a show where you could go see them, or was the movie?
No, it was the movie. We went to the movie theater and saw them because my wife was like, "Why don't we just wait for it to come on video? Why are we going to the theater?" I was like, "You want to see it on the big screen? You know what I mean?" Like there's an episode of where one guy farts into the end, and this other's got a helmet on his head. I don't know if you're into Jack, and the hose goes in, and he gets so sick he vomits. I think
I've seen some. I don't think I've watched as many as you have.
I've seen them all. I have all the TV shows on DVD somewhere. And, I had a lot of free time apparently, or at least I did.
Yeah. So Christopher says, "Wait, a $20 bill in what? There was no R in that word." Exactly. That was the whole point. See. Barbarian, if you hadn't gone back and watched old school Jackass was birthed from CKY.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these things came from like some of the earlier shows. So yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, they're trying to make another one. I don't know. We'll see if they can. I mean, they're pretty old now. That's the thing. They're pretty old. Yeah. And they have put themselves through a lot of stuff to get to this point. So
yeah. I like watching prank shows and stuff like that. I used to love to watch Fear Factor. You ever watch Fear Factor?
Oh yeah, I loved that. I really did enjoy seeing what people. And I would always think to myself, I could do that. I could do it. And I know I would never ever do that.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I'll take that $10,000 right now.
Exactly. It wasn't that much money. That was the thing that blew my mind. It was just like, I think I'd give you $10,000. Just jump off this cliff,
right?
And just eat all these cockroaches and swim with the sharks. I'm just like, these people are out of their mind. They just want to get on TV.
Yeah, because you got to do like 3 or 4 challenges.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And then the thing is like eat all these gigantic hissing cockroaches, and then you do it, and then you're just like, oh, you lost. And just like, I ate all this stuff and I lost. What is this?
Yeah.
That's
or the ones
insane.
where they put the rats on you, or the snakes, and some people actually even got bit by the rats.
Right. Yeah, they had to sign a waiver. And some people didn't work out that well for them.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Hello, Sunshine Toys. How are you? Long time no see. It's been quiet on that side of the earth.
That side of the earth? What side of the earth is that?
Well, they're up top. I think they're in Michigan.
Oh, Michigan, right.
Yeah, and I'm way down south, so.
You're right. Same here.
Complete opposite side of the country.
Yeah, they're probably still getting snow. Sunshine is still getting snow up there? Or?
I haven't been seeing too many videos from them. I must have been real busy lately.
Yeah, it's like spring and summer. People are out doing things and stuff like that. And, so you understand for sure. So, but anyway, so what do you got planned coming up for this week? So aside from eating cockroaches, and then you're going to convention.
No, it's crickets.
Oh, cricket, right. Next, you got to once you eat crickets, then you got to go to the next level. Cockroaches next. Then what's live snakes? Then what do we do? How do you one up after that?
No, I can't even believe I'm doing this, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds gross.
You get a bunch of people together and it's just like, the chat's like, do this, do that. And we're like, okay, we could do that. No, we can't. So this week is the crickets tomorrow.
Right.
And Monday is Homespun Geek.
Right.
Which is
what are they doing their trivia on this week?
I think it's gonna be Matrix.
Oh, okay. Good one.
As the last time I saw, Matrix was winning. So, and then
I always feel dumb when I'm doing these things. It's just like they'll do one of some, like they could do one. Hey, the Barbarian's life, and I'm thinking, I got this. I have got this, and then I'll go in there, and the last question's like, there's no way. Where are they getting this information from? Because I am terrible at those things. Like the best I've ever done, I think, is 12. I think I've gotten to 12 once, and usually it's all the way at the bottom.
Well, the bad part about it is he always says the co-hosts play for people. And we go in straight to the gate, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I hate that you even put me to play for someone because I'm never going to win.
You're going to play for last. Hey, I'm playing for you, and you're going to end up last. How about that?
I think the last trivia was dead last.
Oh, brother.
Sunshine Tar says the new office is still coming together. Oh. Should be ready next week. Hopefully, we miss everyone dearly. Well, we miss you too.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah, it takes a lot of work setting up a new space for sure. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, because the end of the year I'll be moving to a new space.
How's that coming? Has it started, or you haven't?
No, it hasn't even started yet. Mr. Cajun has to get his building first.
And tell him to get on it. What is he doing? Sitting around in an easy chair or something?
No, we're waiting for him to deliver it.
Oh,
it's done. We're just waiting for them to come deliver it. And then he wants to, put insulation and walls and add a window so he can put an air conditioner to keep it climate controlled. Because all our tools, our 4-wheelers go in there, stuff like that. And then from there, once he finishes, then he moves all his stuff out of the other building. And so then he has to insulate and put walls up in that one. And he's building me a bathroom in there so I don't have to go across the yard anymore. And
I mean, you could just go outside, pop a squat outside. I mean, come on, let's not be really dramatic.
If I was a male, that would be way easier. It's just a little tough for me.
It's not that hard. Let's not be.
No, it's not hard. I just don't want people to see a full moon every time I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, there's a full moon every evening. Why not?
Yeah, they don't need to see double moon.
I see.
So yeah, Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, no, nothing. Thursday, popping around the world. We're going to be interviewing Small Town Collectibles.
Oh, okay. Very good.
And then Friday morning, we're leaving for Pensacola, and then we'll be there for the weekend. No live next Sunday because we're going to be, on the road.
So you're leaving Friday, and it's going to be, so the thing is Saturday and Sunday?
Well, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday. I get you.
And then
most of the ones the one I've been to and the ones I hear about, Saturday is usually like the busiest day. Is that what they're thinking? It probably.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be, pretty packed. So hopefully we can get most of it in on Friday.
Right.
And then Saturday just kind of fill in the spots we didn't get to see. And then
they do, like the one that I went to, they did different things different days. So I don't know if they do that in all places. Like Friday they did certain panels, and Saturday they did other panels, and then Sunday they did wrestling and some other. So it varied depending on what you wanted to do.
Right.
So I went 2 days, and actually I think I might have gone. I didn't. I just think I decided not to go on the Sunday because a lot of places were packing up, and so I didn't get that much out of it.
So no live next Sunday because we'll be on location.
Right.
So Christopher says, Homespun, does anyone even watch him? You need climate control so you don't end up with under boob sweat. Yeah, that's
I hate it when that happens. It happens to me sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I heard Homespun was really an audio animatronic. The real Pollock is locked away in a former Soviet bomb shelter listening to Barry Manilow on repeat.
Maybe.
Her daughter's got prom tonight, so she just stopped in to say hello.
So they are doing prom in person this year and everything?
I guess so. She's in Tennessee, so.
Yeah, I'd feel bad for those people that were supposed to be in prom or graduation for that matter. Most places, if not all places, just didn't have it. Or they had it virtually or something. I don't know. Yeah,
it's sad that there was a year of students that didn't get to experience what senior year was like.
Right.
It's really something that you take with you for your life. So Umpty says he just got home. Hello. Binge watching MHA, so behind on a lot of YouTube videos.
Well, you need to catch up, Candyman. Excuses really just come on.
I always know when he's back on my loop because he'll watch a certain amount of videos, and like say 10 people. This is an example. I don't know exactly how many it is at a time, but he'll watch all their videos that he's missed over the amount of time, and then the next week or whenever he gets to it again, he'll watch another amount of channels that he watches and catches up on this. Because I always know when he's back on my loop is because like 3 or 4 videos in a row, he'll be like, hey, catching up on videos. You know, he'll always leave a comment and let me know that, you know, he's back to me again.
Well, there's so many channels that I try to watch, and you know, like I said, and sometimes I'll do that too. I'll try to binge watch like on a Sunday when it's kind of quiet. And you know, I feel terrible because the last 3 weeks or so I've been, you know, doing all of my work, and so, you know, usually I don't work too much in the evenings, but it's been real busy. So, but
y'all were supposed to go out of town this weekend, weren't y'all?
We were thinking about it. But because of the gas situation in Virginia, I don't know if you guys have gas problems, but you know, I've had to go into the office. I go in the office one day a week now, and it was a Tuesday. So when we were coming back, that's sort of when we were having these problems with that Colonial pipeline. And every place I tried to stop, there was no gas. I had enough to get home, but I found one place that had like 89, didn't have 87 or whatever. So I was able to fill up my car, but I mean, I think they said 65 to 75% of all gas stations in Virginia for a while were out.
Yeah, so I think Christina said that she had even seen somewhere it was like $6.99 a gallon.
Right. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. That's gouging, and that's not supposed to happen. But people do things like that for sure. In Charlottesville, it was really a bad situation. Richmond, Charlottesville area, it was really, really bad. So they actually called for a state of emergency. The governor did because of gas. So I'm not sure if it's fixed yet or not, but
well, I know where Nancy and them are. They had a hard time too with gas. Like some of the gas stations even, I think, shut down.
Yeah. I mean, just like I would drive up and there'd be cones all around the pumps. It's almost like the gas station, and then they would stay open because some people go in for the convenience store, but you couldn't get any gas. They had all the taped off. So, and had bags on all of the things. So I'd pull into a gas station thinking it was open. I'd weave around the things. There's a bag on all the things. So I was just like, well, that didn't work out. So
Umpty says he didn't go to prom and hated his senior year. Missed 45 days that year, mostly from skipping. Hello, Pop Harbor.
I was when I was in junior in high school, we lived in Maine, and my dad, who's a minister, we moved to Virginia. So we went from Maine to Virginia. So between my junior and senior year, I moved. And so I went to a school, it was a little private school, and there was all 12 grades were in that one school.
Wow.
It was one of those type of things. And so most of the kids in the senior grade, there's only 25 people in the senior class. It was a tiny little school. Yeah. And they all knew each other from like kindergarten. And here I come in, and, you know, so they wanted nothing to do with me. They wouldn't talk to me really. So I was just like, it was brutal. It was real rough. And I was, you know, I enjoyed the previous school I went to, but it was just one of those deals. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, so I didn't go to prom, and it was what it was. So
we moved back home probably 2-3 years ago, and my daughter, when we came back, I put them in private school because public school around here has just gotten really, really bad. And it was her senior year in a new private school. She didn't know anyone, but thankfully she, you know, was welcomed, and, you know, she went to prom and all that. So
right. Well, it's just, you know, it's one of those things where, like I said, I sort of understood. I didn't, you know, have any bad feelings about it, because if I was in a situation, I'd have like I said, there's only 25 people in your senior class, so it's like it's not like there's 100 cliques. There's only like 2 really, and they just didn't, you know, they were doing their own thing. So I just
she had I think 60 or 65 in her class, and then my son has, I think, I want to say maybe 75 or 80. So it's still relatively, it's kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. But Candyman said there's too many Funko channels, and weekends wifey says is hers.
I understood. You just got to pick your times, and like I said, I try to spread around as much as I can. And hopefully people understand. And I think they do. Like I said, I mean, I certainly understand. I noticed, some of my, I'll have maybe a few less views certain times a year, and it's usually times when people are out doing things, and so it's just how it is. But just try to do whatever you can. And the good thing is, if people want to go back and look, they can. It's my cousin got on me. He was like, I noticed you posted some videos like 11 or 12 o'clock because I was working all day and I was doing a bunch of stuff working. And then I was like, okay, now I can edit my video. And then my wife working on the thumbnail, and she's real particular. And so sometimes I won't post till like 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, oh, I don't get. I said, you realize it's on the internet. You can go anytime you want. I mean, you can go back. Wait a week.
You've been even posting your Saturday videos on Sunday. I'm like,
I know. I've got to post my Saturday video today. I haven't even recorded it yet, so it might be Sunday again today, depending on how much energy I have after dealing with who. You know what I'm saying? So took a lot of wind out of my sails today. So, but yeah, it's I try to post them at certain times, and it's just it doesn't always work out that way. So.
Well, King Bob says Georgia was like that too, but luckily he filled up. But some places still have no gas.
Right. Yep.
Learn more real life lessons in public school. It's true, but when you have threats of people bringing a gun to school and lockdown because of bomb threats, sorry, I choose to have to pay tuition for my kids to go to school, and it's smaller schools, so I know that they're a little bit safer where they are.
Right. And a lot of people get an idea, like I went to private school for high school and public school all the way up till then. They're not like the private school I went to it's not like in uniforms or anything like that. It was sort of a basic experience, and I really enjoyed it, and I felt like I got a lot out of it. So I enjoyed it. It varies depending on the area. Some public schools are really good, and some places they're just not as good. So
this is the first time in a long time where my son hasn't been in 7th grade. He had a rough time, and he wrote down thoughts that he had, and they weren't grateful. I don't want to just put out the business out there.
Sure.
So he had a rough time in school. Once we moved here, he found friends. He has a little friend group now, and they go do things. Before it wasn't a good situation. So I would pay triple, even though I don't want to have him where he is now rather than where he was before, because he may not even be here if he would have stayed in that situation. And that's just putting it to where I don't have to say everything.
Right.
But
understood.
We had some scare for a while, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's some places it's just it's just really not a good situation. There's some people that really don't have even private schools nearby, and they choose to homeschool. And every environment's sort of a different environment. And you got to do what's best.
And we lived in a very great area. It was the one of the best areas in the state. It's just that the kids, it was an area where they had money, and the kids didn't know anything else to do but to bully, because there was nothing else to do. So,
right.
So Barbarian, if you need energy to film a video, just get a buck up there 5 minutes before recording.
That's not the kind of energy I'm looking for. I don't know what you're up to, but for me, no, that's not. I was thinking like a cup of coffee. That's kind of not, just drinking a cup of coffee.
That's the easy way, right?
Yes. This is very perfect for me.
He said, we had bomb scares on a daily basis in my high school. Some went to extremes and marked boxes with bomb. One put bum. Luckily I didn't have too much of that in the schools that I went to. I mean, people were there, and I went to a good school, and like I said, I just felt bad when I left because I left my friends behind, and we had a lot of fun. So, but it was what it was. I mean, and to this day, it's probably scarred me emotionally and made me the deeply disturbed person that I am. So I guess here we go. Here's Eric.
Well, wait on time. Well, look at him.
I thought I heard something loud. Hey, bearded barbarian.
We were talking trash about you earlier. You need to go back and watch the video of the early thing. We were talking about how old you were, how much older you were than the two of us, almost like a combined age kind of situation, almost. So, but anyway.
Wow, geez. He's been missing your comments, Eric. He said you usually
his ears were ringing.
Going. He's missed you, I think.
I did say that. I did.
He won't admit. I don't think he'd admit it, but yeah.
I know. I'll admit it. I'll try to be nice for a change.
Eric, where the hell were you? We were looking for someone to do giveaways, and you weren't here to give away your stuff.
Exactly.
No, here you go. Here you go. Thank you, Mr. Salt and Pepper.
You say so.
Yeah, he said that you don't have any room to talk because you can't even grow hair on the top of your head.
That's true. The salt and pepper's in the drain. You know what I'm saying? all that salt and pepper's clogging up your drain in your bathtub.
I think all he has is that one little like soul patch, huh?
Right. You grow it out and swoop it. My dad used to have, because I'm deathly afraid of losing my hair because my dad is bald. And he used to do this thing where it would grow like really long down about here, and he would swoop it over. And then when the wind would blow, it'd be like, oh, it was going like this in the wind. Like he'd have the window down, the car would be driving, be going like this. And it got to a point where, this is the truth, my mom was sitting in the seat next to me. It would tickle her face. She's like, will you get that? So she made him cut it off.
And the funny thing is, I've seen that so many times. The swoop over or the little bitty pony, like the ponytail in the back, and
no, he wouldn't.
All bald here, but then there's like a ponytail, and I'm just like, what is the point? What is that?
No, he never. My mom would never let him get away with that ponytail foolishness. But that long hair, for the longest time, he had that, and he would say, "I have hair. Look," and he'd be like, "Oh." Like, yeah, you might be pulling out of his ears. Look.
He said he preferred the die-hard look.
Ah, right. I understand. I got you.
Salt and pepper.
Die hard. That's what the hair did. Died hard.
He said salt and pepper looks like he got fluffer nutted by the Pillsbury Doughboy.
But there we go. We need to get one of those little rim shot deals.
Mr. Christmas, I had daddy duties today. I was Mr. Mom.
Oh,
yeah, I figured you were at baseball practice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we were talking about whether or not you were. I heard you were like a really good baseball player. So I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
I was giving you compliments, Eric.
I know. She's obviously misinformed, but whatever.
Essie Mom said she had a teacher with hair like that.
My hair is 100% authentic. Okay, it is. Look, it's not coming out. It's not coming out.
70s are calling, bearded. They want their wigs back.
No, they definitely don't. This is the new. This is going to come back around. This is the in look. I've seen a lot of tweens with the same hairdo.
Oh no! Please don't tell me you attempted breastfeeding. Oh, poor Eric.
Yeah, breastfeeding.
He said, "Oh yeah, I thought he did. He tried out for the New York Mets."
Now you could probably make the Mets. You know what I'm saying? That you probably could make the no other professional team, but semi-pro team like that.
I thought he had tried out for professional. I just couldn't remember.
Now if you said Red Sox, we'd be talking about something. But the Mets, come on, yeah.
So that's one very sturdy wig.
Listen, it is 100% real. There's no. I'm balding. I'm getting a little bit of a thin spot back here, but the rest of it's all there. I assure you.
Christopher said it doesn't look like a wig. It looks more like a merkin from the 70s.
Right. I've got hair in both places, so you need not worry. It's all natural. I did for a while. I was thinking about putting some like just for men in there. But no, I'm just not going to do it. It is what it is. I'll take what I can get at this point.
Hey, you have a lot of hair for your age.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, my dad's bald. So I had looked and he was like, oh, it's on your mom's, this whole thing. So I'm looking at pictures when I'm a teenager thinking, and because my brother is not in as good a shape as I'm in. Okay, he's still got hair, but it's a little thin and spotty.
And is he younger or older?
He's older. He's 4 years older than me, but he's been in way worse shape than me for a long time. He probably had this when he was a teenager, and then it slowly, very quickly went, down the hill after that. So, it is what it is, But no, like I said, it's a little thin back here, but other than that, that's it. So,
and then, just whenever you start losing it, you just grow your beard out, right. And then you can just like put your little pebbles ponytail up there.
The interesting thing is I've had my beard for such a long time. My wife I think she may have seen one picture, but she's never seen me without my beard. So I've had it since I was 24 maybe. So it's probably been 20 years at least. Yeah. So
I've seen pictures of my dad without his beard, but I've never seen him in person without it. But he in high school, you should do those big mutton chops. Like they were.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I had a beard, and it used to be like, I used to have first I just had a mustache, which looked like, 70s porn. Right. And then I had the goatee, and that it was hard to keep that trimmed. And then I eventually just decided to go with the whole thing.
You just gave in and said, let's do it all.
Yeah, just let it go. And like I said, to be honest with you, if I shave my beard, I don't have a chin. So people that don't have chins need a beard to give themselves a chin. So I have a couple chins, actually. But if I didn't, it'd be just like a smooth. I'd look kind of like a seal, where it'd be just like a swoop way down to here. And that's not a good look. I'm not trying to look like that. No.
Mr. Christmas, he was feeding the breast, then saw the label that they had to go in the oven at 450. Oh, hey, Teresa. Look like, don't you mean looks like?
I see. Everyone's a comedian today. Everyone's a comedian.
You wanted excitement, so now they're coming in, they're giving it to you.
Yeah, no. What I said was I was looking for people to cheer me on, not bash me. Okay. And why am I getting all the one? There's another half of the sassy. Another half of the sassy barbarian over there.
Wrong way.
Wrong way. This way. Over this way. Oh. There you go.
Always opposite of what you think it is.
I'm never good at that. When I was back, I had a trailer one time with we bought a pontoon boat, right? And so they're like, oh, you can just back it in, and you have to do the opposite of like when you turn the wheel, the trailer goes opposite of the thing. I never got the hang of it. I almost wrecked the thing. I almost knocked it off the thing. One time I was backing into the thing. I took half the tree down. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And then when I actually had to take the pontoon boat and ride it up onto the trailer, my goodness, what a disaster that was. I am not good at that. No.
Oh, yeah. You could definitely mail me a sticker. You've been trolled by Mr. Crispers.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He said he'll need to mail you one of my stickers. You've been trolled.
I've been trolled?
Yeah.
Just what I need. That's just what I need to be trolled. Welcome to send me a sticker, but the trolling part you can hold on to.
Even the Stay Puft guy behind you is laughing.
Toasty. Good old Toasty right behind me.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah. Let's see. What else? So what else is going on? So this week, just since we've kind of gone through what you're up to, this week, Tuesday, is going to be the greatest video you've ever seen. I have purchased, now I'm not going to, it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say too much. I have purchased my wife has purchased a custom Funko Pop, 10-inch custom Funko Pop that is not cheap, and it is going to be amazing. So I will say nothing more, but stay tuned. Custom 10-inch. Usually when you get a custom, you get the regular size one.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get a good size one because I want to put it in my background here.
Yeah. I always like the customs you get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It should be a cool one. So we'll see.
Yeah. Tuesday, I'll set my alarm.
You do that? So I haven't opened it yet myself, so I'm hoping it turns out as well as I think it's going to turn out. So. No, a different bearded person is delivering something. That's right. Yeah. Hey, all right. You'll see. Put it this way: 2 10-inch pops had to die to make this plop. Okay, so I had to kill, and one of them actually has some value to it, which is very, very unfortunate, but oh well.
Wow.
My mother noticed something the other day. I was wondering if you had noticed. She said, "Hey," well, my parents called me and they said, "Hey, can we get a loan?" I was like, "A loan? What are you talking about?" "Oh, we need some money." I said, "What, your Social Security check didn't come in or something?" And they said, "No, we assume you're making money on your YouTube channel now." I said, "No, I'm not." And they said they saw a commercial in front of my video. And I was like, I haven't been monetized. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and I don't have the 4,000 hours that I need anyway. So have you seen anything like that? Like on just mine, but like anyone's channel that has like less than monetized has got a commercial now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something they're doing now?
I guess so. It's annoying, but yeah.
I just don't. I guess
nothing more annoying is watching a video and in the middle of it you get a stupid commercial.
No, I know.
I was watching somebody. I don't want to put them out there, but I was watching a video the other day, and there was like 2 or 3 commercials during their video, and I'm just like, come on.
Right. Exactly right. And there have been a couple times where I've watched like a new person's, and they had like, just like you said, 2 or 3, and I said, well, this will probably be the last time I watch it, because I don't mind watching a commercial if there's one at the beginning, one at the end, and one in the middle of like a 12-minute video. There was like 3 in like a 12-minute video. I'm like, every 3 minutes I got to watch a commercial. Really? I don't think so. That's too much. I don't understand that. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but not a good idea.
Yes, YouTube does throw ads on lower sub accounts as well. Just you don't do anything for it. You don't get anything for it.
Yeah, but I've never seen that before. I've never seen them do that before.
But we don't get any money from it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I've never seen them do that before until recently. So
yeah.
Interesting. I just didn't know if you'd seen anything like that or not. But well, I guess I'll send them a letter and ask for my money. So we'll see how that goes.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah. I'm working on getting to the 1K.
Yeah, it's a climb for sure, but it's one of those things where there are times when you do really well and there are times when it slows down. I mean, it's and I have a tendency to be a bit of OCD about certain things, and early on I was super OCD about it, and I was trying to figure out what was I doing wrong, etc. It's just one of those things. So I've tried not to obsess about those things, but when you get close to a certain number that you're looking at, like 750 or 650 or whatever it is, you sort of have a tendency to obsess. Right. I'm just trying not to do that. So
I'm about 327 away from 1K.
That's good. Yeah, doing good. Doing real good.
Yeah, I was hoping to get to 1K by my year, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of, because I was doing pretty good, and then like for some reason, like when I hit 750 to like 9, that 150 in there was just a really weird where things just slowed down a lot. So
well, I'm hoping summertime, more people will be home again, and because school will be out, and hopefully I'll start climbing again. My son told me the other day that his friends subbed to my channel. I was like, oh, they did. Okay. They like trolled me on Instagram to find like pictures or whatever to try to find my channel. So I was like, okay, well, they need to, tell people.
I was on my Zoom call at work. We do like a staff meeting, and there's like 22 or 23 people on there, and they'll like at the end they'll always like, so what do you got going on this weekend? And I always go, hey, I'm doing a video on my channel. I do like a little free ad for myself. And this time, and I've said this 6 different times, and I've gotten like 1 or 2 people that have subscribed, and I'm just trying to give them a hard time. And I told them, so I'm doing a video, and just let you know, if you don't subscribe, you're not my friend. Okay. So just so you know, and then some people were glad to know that they weren't my friend. They treat me like you do, and half the other people do. So, but I just keep telling them, like, that my boss will watch periodically, and then he just gives me such a hard time about, you're opening baby dolls, and then he's just like, oh God, it's just too much trauma for me. So, but
hey, KNL, CRISPR says have Mini Sass show up, and you'll get to 1K in no time. Yeah, it's just trying to get her to come.
To get to wake up? Yeah, exactly.
Right. Trapper says Sassy rode the 1K. Hey Trapper, how are you? You'll get there, Sassy. It took like 3 years for us to hit 1K. Yeah. You just sometimes you feel like, what am I doing wrong? You know, you try to put consistent videos, you try to do different things people want you to they suggest they want to see. You know, you do swap videos, and it's like you do lives. You try to do as many lives as you can so people can see your pretty face, and it's like I'm stuck. What do you do?
I put on a wig. I pretended to be George Lucas. I'm doing all the right things here. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll put on a beard and everything else.
I'm telling you, you just all you can do.
Yeah. Bearded Barbarian goes out in storms and now becomes Thundar the Barbarian.
Right. That's exactly right. I think that I really do think that being on the lives definitely helps. So I'm sure, you know, some people. Yeah, I think so, because it's really about, like, when I look at my things, people that watch, most of the people that watch are subscribers already. So you got to get new, if you're trying to add, you got to get new people in. So how do you do that other than be in places where people would see you, other than the normal places? So I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think. So that's what, you know, but again, I have a tendency to be a bit of a control freak, because to be honest with you, the lives are good. Like, I really enjoy our live here because I feel like we have a good rapport and it makes it interesting. But I've been on lives before where maybe you didn't have the same kind of rapport, and you're kind of talking all over the top of each other, and you're talking about different things, and it just didn't seem to really work. So that's why I don't just like being in a bunch of things. So
Eric said that you're 82 away from 1K.
Yeah.
Hey Nadia. Being honest for once here, Cajun Cream, your live stream background is always more inviting than your pre-recorded couch vids. Mix it up, film more in here. Yeah, I know. And we did a video this week. Actually, Thursday before my live, we did a video on here. It's just lazy. I'll be honest with you. It's just being lazy because I am 100 and something yards away from the house. So if you got to carry all that here, set up the computer, plug in the internet, because I have the Ethernet cable, plug in the webcam, you know, just getting everything set up. It's a process. And by the time Mr. Cajun comes home, he is exhausted, and I could barely even get him in front of the camera just to do the film on the sofa. So if people wouldn't care if he was in the video or not, I could do him during the day in here by myself. But people want to see Mr. Cajun, so I have to do it when it's available, when he's wanting to do it. So yes, I know I do need to film in here, and that was the main purpose, was to have this to do. That's why I do all my live streams, 99% of my live streams in here, because I know it looks better than sitting on my sofa. So, and it makes me feel like I'm really a collector. You know, sitting on the sofa is just like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, this is the thing. You can't, sometimes some people really enjoy more of a casual atmosphere. I mean, if you kind of, so it kind of depends. I think trying to mix it up sometimes is good. And trying some different things. That's what I try to do. But I have a tendency to be in my same spot too. Yeah. But I don't know.
No, but I really do appreciate the honesty, the feedback. I'm always looking for people who will be honest with me and tell me what they truly feel, and any tips or pointers or, anything I'm willing to, take into consideration.
If you have me in there, I'm sure it would immediately boost. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's what more me. That's why I feel like is always a plus for anyone, really. Just a thought. So I mean, you want my honest opinion.
I mean, you could send me a clip, and I may just put you in the middle somewhere. We'll see how that goes.
Perhaps.
Kay now said he's been reaching out to international communities. You may want to try that.
Yeah, that's good.
Bonjour, Crispers. Comment ça va, Nadia? Hope to get your whatnot box. You should mailed them yesterday, so you should get them sometime this week. And I put your pins, both of your pins that you bought, I put them in a protector. So, yes, film some in the pop room. Yeah. I know. I just need to get off my big behind, I guess.
Well, like I said, it's a lot of, here's the thing. If you do all of those type of things and you lose whatever energy you have by just being in the pop room, and that's not great either. So, because that's the thing, hardest thing for me is, sometimes I'm not in the mood to record. And so I try not to record when I'm not in the mood to record because it's just low energy. It's, to me, it's boring. If I don't want to watch it, why would anyone else want to watch it? So you want to make sure that you have enough energy to keep it going. And that's part of the reason when I started doing, welcome to the Bearded Barbarian. I try to do that to build my energy up enough to do it. And then after it's over, my wife's like, I need you to do it. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I mean, I really feel emotionally exhausted when I do those things because I have a tendency to be a low energy person. So I just like, this is it. This is it. I blow all my energy in this one thing. I don't want to use the term orgasm, but I basically did my thing. And now it's time for a nap. It's just like,
See, that's why Christopher says you need the butt plug. There you go.
That's not the way I do it. I don't know what you're up to there, buddy. That's not my, no.
So he says it's not that it looks better. Don't take my comment wrong. I'm not saying your couch background is horrid, but yes, more like a collector. I know, and I didn't take it the wrong way. I like the fact that people want to tell me what to help me. That's how I look at it. If I don't take it, I mean, everybody has their own opinion. I'm willing to listen to it and take advice. If I don't want to take it, I just won't take it, but it's good to hear feedback. I'm always been about feedback. He spends a lot of time in between insulting everyone, looking at what you have or on your wall. It makes me stick around longer. Oh, I thought it was just because of me. I didn't think background. Mama J says, sorry, been sleeping, second shot, kicked her butt yesterday. It's okay, Mama J. It's all good.
When I took my second shot the next day, luckily I took it on a Saturday. I slept almost the entire day. I could not lift my head off the pillow. And then the day after I felt a lot better, but it was rough. That one was a real rough one. I can tell you. The first one wasn't too bad. That second one was real rough.
Right. So Umpty says, dang, I wouldn't think alligator hunting would tire Mr. Cajun anymore. He should be an expert now. Two boys, Eric said Barbarian should dress up as Captain Kangaroo and bid for 1K.
I'm not much for dressing up. I don't really have a lot of costumes. Let me ask you a question, two boys. Do you have a lot of costumes in your closet? I don't know what kind of thing you got going on over there, but I mean, for me, I don't have a lot of costumes. I just have what I would normally wear. If you want to send it to me, I'll try to wear it.
Bye, Nadia. Hope you have a good dinner. Thanks for stopping by.
What's for dinner? Are we having anything good? What are we having tonight?
She's in Canada, so who knows?
No, I'm talking about you. What are we having for dinner tonight?
What are we having? I don't know. I haven't even discussed it yet.
Well, I'm getting hungry. I mean, what are we talking about here? It's almost dinner time.
All right. Helped out a friend with this rummage sale today and picked up a couple of cool things. Well, you need to post it in our chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you use the butt plug, it would be orgasmic. There we go.
This is a true confession situation. He has confessed something. I don't know what you're up to, but you have confessed something. I'll take your word for it. How about
that? From just being a watcher, I would say that consistency and good gimmick are two things that helps a channel grow, plus involvement in the community. Second shot doesn't seem fierce as I slept all day too.
Yeah.
If you were topless, I wouldn't even notice what's on the wall. I'm like a 13-year-old kid. Toys or boobs, if you want my attention.
Well, that's quite a wide span of things here. You got to go on both ends of the spectrum there, buddy.
I like the way you do videos more like a regular person, not always having the pops in the background. Well, thank you, John. Appreciate it. I started using the community tab and got more nice feedback. It's a great tool to use.
But don't you have to have I think you have to have 1,000 to get to use the community tab, don't you?
I don't know. What's the community tab?
I thought it was where you posted information, like in YouTube. Like I get the information on the community tab from Wink Inc. I'm like a member of his.
Okay.
But I thought you had to have 1,000. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Halloween is 365 in his household.
I see.
Friend does it all the time.
I've never really enjoyed dressing. I haven't dressed up for Halloween since I was 12. Actually, that's not true. The last Halloween video, I sort of dressed up, but as far as full outfit, yeah, I'm not.
Last month was our first month, KNL. We do it only once a month.
Yeah, that's all I can manage. I have to take a lot. I have to spend a lot of money to go see my therapist afterwards.
He doesn't really like me that much, so that's the only. I can only get once a month, so
that's.
We don't want to run out of topics or
exactly right. That's exactly right. And if people have some suggestions on things, now we're going to try to do this pudding thing or whatever we're trying to try to do, hopefully for next time. So we'll have something, and then we'll do it at the very beginning, and then we'll talk with pudding on our face for the rest of the show. Doesn't that sound like fun?
I don't know about that.
No, feeling it.
No, we said whipped cream.
I thought, we do. Okay, all right. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk.
All right. Me and Eric, me and my wife live like the Addams family. Yeah, he said it does start at 1K. So
yeah.
He got his second shot on May 4th. He's almost done. Actually, hoping to go to church tomorrow. First time in 14 months. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I knew I liked you for some reason.
I got my second shot a long time ago. I'm an essential worker. So, but yeah, it was rough. It was real rough.
So, Eric says, "Oh, look, Barbarian is now the Joker calling Sassy pudding."
No, two boys. Oh boy, do we have to explain this for him because he's Johnny come lately? Okay. Oh, I'm going to show up late, and then I'm going to ask questions and be confused. We're going to do a competition where the two. Now, I'm going to let you call Sassy Puddin'. I would never take that away. So what we're looking to do is we're going to have 2 or 3. If other people, if two boys wants to join, see, it's a little. It's not quite fair because he doesn't have any hair to get a pudding in or whipped cream or whatever. But we're going to have a bowl with either pudding or whipped cream in there, and have marshmallows or chocolate bars in there, and we're going to bob for them, and then see whoever pulls out the most, and whoever wins will win something. We'll come up with some pops or something. So that's what it is. So
we'll need someone to keep time. Like maybe we'll have Christina come on, and she could be the timekeeper.
If whoever's willing to, that would be great. That would be
whoever has the most by the end of that time. Well, we thought about everybody putting up a pop, and whoever wins. Everybody send their pop that they've picked to that person.
Yeah, sure. That'd be fine.
He says, you can call her pudding if you want, but if you start calling her the Cajun creamer, we're going to have a talk.
Where did that one come from? Did I miss that?
Okay,
have you authorized this term?
Well, okay, so we did a live for Jim Pops' birthday. And I asked him what he wanted for his birthday, and he said a hug. Well, he's 13 hours away from me. Right. So I sent him a bag of Hershey Kiss hugs. You know, the white and chocolate swirled Hershey Kisses.
Oh, okay. They're called hugs. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's showing the bag, and he's like, so we're best friends. So he says something about, are you going to be the chocolate or are you going to be the white cream? And I'm like, I'm not going to be the chocolate. And he's like, which was the worst mistake? I should have just been chocolate and got it over with. So I was like, okay, well, I'll be the chocolate and you be the white cream. And so then now has evolved to the Cajun cream because I'm Cajun. And so like he pretended we were hugging each other, and so now I'm Cajun cream or creamer or whatever cream joke they come up with.
Now be careful with those nicknames. They have a tendency to stick.
Yeah, well, it has, and that's been since March. So, yeah. So
I have a tendency to get a nickname, and I got it when I was in junior high, and then it went away, and then it would come back up again, and then I would not the same people because my first name is Cleon. Okay. And so people immediately go Klingon, and which really pushes every one of my buttons.
Oh, you don't like Star Trek?
No, no, it's not that I don't like Star Trek. I don't like being called Klingon because that's not it. And so I probably should not have done this. See, this is where I made a gigantic mistake. I probably would have been better off if I'd mooned everyone on this video than explaining this, because it's going to come up and it's going to really make me mad. So it just it would just kept coming up. And it even came up at work when, I'm 40 years old and people are calling me the same thing that they did when I was in junior high. So see, there you go. There's my wife. Hey, my wife is on here. Look at that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's another funny story. I was in when I was in
she says
college. There was this Japanese guy that was on my same dorm, and he came over to me and I introduced myself as Cleon, and he said, "Oh, crayon," because Japanese, the L's are the R's.
Yeah.
So he immediately said crayon, and then of course that was another fun couple of years I had in college where I got that one too. So
Brandy said she's with Lisa's family. She just wanted to pop in and say hello. So hello, Brandy. Umpty says 2 of his favorite people passed from COVID, so it's been rough for you. It'll be rough tomorrow. Sorry about that. Condolences. Cling on. So wait, there's some more. Hold on. Hello, Ralphie. I'm trying to catch her. She says Klingon, crayon.
no.
He says Klingon rap. There you go. I don't know how to say all that. Oh, here we go. Hi to Miss Klingon.
Yeah.
We all call him Cleo or Cletus.
Clee. It's either Clee or Cletus, and that's another name I get.
And her name is Sharon, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, exactly. It's Sharon. No, here's the truth. Her name is Sharon, and it's just I guess her parents are a bit of hippies because they use the E instead of the A. But anyway, I don't know. That is what it is.
Related to Bob Ross?
No, I'm Ross. That's my name.
You're Ross. Oh, right. Okay.
So hers was something else. But the thing that's sort of interesting is my name is Cleon, and her name is Sharon, which most people think it's Sharon. And when they see that, when people see that, they think we're a black couple because Cleon has a tendency to have a bit of a
same with us too, because Mr. Cajun, his name is Terrell.
Oh right. Yeah.
And mine's Alicia. So
right. You get that.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely cling on to this one. Let's see. Klingons recognize language.
Sharon said, "Don't go there." It's the truth. It's the truth. It's fine. I mean, I just thought it was funny because I never thought about it when somebody said that.
Cleo was the cat in Pinocchio.
Was it?
Yeah,
that's interesting. The thing that was kind of funny is we used to go to this store when we lived in Maine. It was called Spencer. It wasn't Spencer Gifts. It was I can't remember the thing. But they used to you go and buy something, and they would deliver it to the front of the store, and then you'd wait there, and they'd say your name, and you go over there and pick it up from the front. Like they didn't have any merchandise. It was all in the back. It was just like for show. So we were in there, and we crowded in there one time, me and my dad and my brother, waiting for this item. I don't know, it was like a VCR back in the olden days. This was many years ago. And my dad has the same name as me, Cleon. So we could go up there, and the people they're reading names, this, that, and the person goes, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. And my dad's, of course, bald. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is horrifying. And then as soon as he did that, my brother and I took off running because that was super, because everyone turned immediately and looked at him. And there he is standing there, Mr. Clean.
Oh, geez, that's funny. Her parents are hippies, and yours is the one that got named Cleon.
Yeah, right. That's right. I got them. Yep, that's my name.
Tracy, how are you?
See, now you know why the Barbarian or Bearded Barbarian is the direction I want to head, and that's why I don't really share my name too often because I don't need.
Klingon is the enemy's Teflon.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm sorry, Sharon. I didn't mean to say your name wrong.
No, most people say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, most people, I don't know that I've ever seen the spelling like that before, but it is what it is. So. I
don't know why I thought her name was Mary.
I don't know The only my wife's never been in any of the videos. You'll hear her talking sometimes in the videos and stuff like that. And then if anyone wants to go back to that live when I was doing 200, it was a complete disaster, and it sounded like we were going to have domestic violence going on there because that's why I don't do many lives, to be quite frank, is because it was a epic disaster of the worst. The worst, sometimes you think of what's the worst that could happen in a situation. It was 100 times worse than what actually I would have ever imagined. So
I'm gonna just tell you, like I tell my wife, just take it. You'll get laughs for a few minutes.
Oh dear.
And then she says perfect pronunciation and rhymes with heron. Heron. Sharon, Heron.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When people abbreviate your name at BBC, other things come to mind. BBC is easier because it's not as, it's easier just to say.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyright claimed by the British Broadcasting Corporation. Right. Yeah.
But when you're in a chat, it's easier just to write, hey, BBC, than bearded barbarian collectibles.
Well, I know. And that, like, somebody challenged me to a video where I had to spell out my name of my channel in pops. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. As it was, bearded barbarian, there was like 16 pops in there. I'm like, that's I didn't think that through too much, to be honest with you.
Well, Welsh Dragon Hunter has challenged me for his year. He wants a few channels to do A through Z pops.
Oh, wow. 26 pops?
Yeah, so I have to look to see if I have A through Z.
Yeah, there's a few letters in there that would be pretty hard. Like X. No, not X-Men, I guess. I mean, it has to be the name of the pop or just...
I don't know. I guess I'll have to find out. Ask him.
Yeah, that could be tricky. Just a few letters in there would be really tricky. I might be able to make it happen, but yeah. There's definitely a few in there that they're real limited. So.
Oh, wait. BBC is British Broadcasting Channel. I thought it was Big B. Never mind. We're sticking.
That's only on the dark web. You're surfing on the dark web. The rest of us know it as British Broadcasting Corporation.
Somebody called you Barbie?
Listen, I don't need a heckler in my own home, lady.
Yeah, sometimes I hear in the background she's hilarious.
She thinks she is. She really. I met my wife and she was so quiet and sweet, and now just completely I'm completely off the chain. She used to be really easy to get along with, not so much anymore.
What's really funny though is you're like, yeah, I don't know who this is, and then just from the background you hear, that's so and so.
I know, it's sad. I used to know all this stuff. My memory stinks. I mean, good gracious. Yeah, I do appreciate her helping with that. We've talked a little bit about maybe the snack crate videos. Maybe she would be interested in joining me on those. She enjoys doing. I enjoy doing those videos. A lot of people don't seem to like them because it's very different content than what I normally do. But I like it because it's sort of a different thing. So she may join me in some of those. I get it.
I like them. I like all kind of different videos. I get tired of just seeing Funko Pops being opened or whatever. So I like the variety, to be honest. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I mean, I just think it's funny when you get stuff you don't like, and then you're just like, I should have prepared. After all this time, you don't have a drink or you don't have a
No, I never seem to have a drink. I just I just show up and sit in the chair and just hope everything turns out. And just like somebody else is like, well, I take all these takes, and I'm just like, I do it a few times at the beginning. If it doesn't start off right, I'll retake. But I'm just going to do it. Come hell or high water, this thing is getting made today. And, I'm going to put something in my mouth and hope it works out for me. Of course, I do that when I eat anyway. So I just, whatever person plops down in front of me, I'm going to eat it. So, but yeah, some of the things have been really good. Some of the stuff I thought it would be maybe a little bit different, but it's sort of interesting. Some stuff is really interesting. I got a snack crate here I got to do at some point. So, but they tend to be really long videos too. That's the other thing. So.
Yeah, he says he doesn't even have 26 pops, let alone A through Z.
Right. Well, sad. I have about 400, so I have plenty of pops, but I don't know that I have all the letters. So.
He said you forgot where you parked your vessel sometimes.
See, this is what I'm saying. I don't need people like two boys picking on me. Okay, I eventually I'll lash out.
He doesn't really like when you call him two boys. He likes when you call him Eric.
Okay, I'll remember that. Two boys. I'm gonna put an emphasis on the boys. How about that? Two boys. I forget your name. This is the truth. I mean, seriously, when I say people's names, like somebody will say, "Hey, blah blah blah," I'm thinking, "Oh, that's his name." I forgot. Like this is the truth. I'll go around to people at work, and they're like, "Hey, Cleon, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, buddy, what's happening?" I'll say "buddy" to a lot of people because I've forgotten their name. I've absolutely forgotten their name. I'm hoping once I become senile, I'll feel like people won't recognize the difference.
That's why I just stick with Sassy, because it's easy. Then people have even cut that down. I've been called Sass. So, I mean, it's really easy. Never,
as long as they don't cut the S off the front of it. You know what I'm saying? If they do that, then you got a problem.
Right. So it's a lot easier to remember that than it is to remember Alicia.
Right. So, I'd forgotten your name was Alicia. So there you go. So
it's weird when people say like Slapshots last night. I was in the live and he's like, "Well, thank you, Sassy Alicia," and I'm like, "Wait, who's that?" I just forget my name sometimes because my only life really is YouTube. So
right, understood.
He could never do a Funko channel because I would want it to be completely different, but I do have an idea to create my own Funko stickers and make videos of me sneaking into stores to place them.
Whoops, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it can be challenging to be really original, but you try to put your own spin on these things, hopefully, and do things. I just want to try to do things that are original too. But yeah, I think that would be interesting. The only time when you think about sitting down to do it is when you sit down to do it. So, I mean, for a long time, I was thinking, I could do this, I could do that. And then you just like, well, I just, we want to wait till you get all the camera and all the other stuff. Just do it and just see if you're any good. Maybe it's something you enjoy. Maybe it is something you don't enjoy. And if it's not something you enjoy, then you put out one video and you move on. So,
yeah. Yep. I mean, I've never thought I would be where I was. I started out just chatting in lives. Just in the room, in the whatever that is,
the chat.
Yeah. And
did you have a senior moment? What just happened here? A mini stroke?
I don't know. I just like a chat. I didn't know. Okay. This didn't come to me at the moment.
I gotcha.
Because I want to say chat room, but it's not really a chat room. It's the chat from the live stream. So yeah, whatever. I'm not good with words sometimes.
Me no speak.
Right, me no speak in English.
Me no speak in English. That's right.
Or at all. Yeah, can't put two sentences and two words together. Anyway, so I started chatting in the chat rooms because bored from COVID, nothing else to do. So I turned to, watched everything that was interesting on Hulu, on Netflix, all that stuff. There was nothing else I really wanted to watch, so I turned to YouTube. And I used to tell my boys, I don't know how y'all watch that all day long. I just don't get it. Well, I became that I don't get it person. And then my son hated it because he's like, I wish you would go back to normal because now you're watching YouTube all the time. Like he has no time to spend with me. He walked in the other day. I'm actually watching something on Netflix. He's like, are you actually watching a show and not YouTube? I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to break the cycle and take some breaks here and there because it does sometimes overtake. But so yeah, started in the chats and then I was like, well, I could do a video. That would be fun, and tried to get Trey to do it with me, my youngest son. And at first he was, oh yeah, okay, cool. And then as it got closer to time and me being more serious about it, he was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then I tried to get my husband to do it. He wouldn't have anything to do with it. So then I was like, well, got advice, got people telling me just do it, just go for it. And so I started, just doing it myself. And then quickly along, all of a sudden people want to be in the video.
There you go.
And then now nobody, nobody wants them to leave. Like it started out to be me. Now, the don't make a video without Mr. Cajun.
Nah. Well, that's why my wife's not in the videos. I was like, look, this is me. Okay, this is for my ego. I don't need her ego getting anywhere. I need this for my narcissism. Okay, right. To put this in the right perspective. Now, I do think my wife would probably enjoy, but it's something she hasn't really thought too much about. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where you should try something and see how you do. I never used to watch YouTube either. I always thought it was for Zoomers and millennials and stuff like that, and so I would watch it periodically if I needed to, look up like an old show or something like that. Right. But so I said, well, maybe I would enjoy doing something like that, and I like to make people laugh. I like to tell jokes and tell stories and stuff like that. I try. I didn't say I'm successful at it. I do try though. So I said, well, maybe I'll try and do this or do that and see what happens. If people like it, then that's great. And like I said, my brother and his wife and their 3 nieces sit down and watch, and they really enjoy it. So as long as they're enjoying it, then that's something I enjoy doing. So it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work though. People don't realize it's a decent amount of work.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I have a good time. I've met some really great people. So it's fun. I like it.
I met some really good people, and then I met Eric, and I met some other, some good people, some No, and the community is. I think it's when I used to hear people talk about the community, I thought that's kind of weird. That's kind of corny, kind of nerdy, and it isn't. I mean, it really is a community because people will just, hey, send you something, or I try to send stuff to people, or do, things not just because you want something out of it, just because you think it's nice, and just, I think it's been really nice. It's a part of YouTube that I didn't think I would enjoy because I tend to be an introvert. I'm not really one of those type of people that's the life of the party. So that's the part I didn't think I would like, but it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed getting to know people.
One cool thing that happened to me recently, I've made the JKL intro. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
You made the big time.
Yeah, I made the big time. I'm in the intro now. So
he asked me if I could be in the intro, and I said, "Is it any good?" And he said, "Yeah, it's really good." And I'm not that great. He got the wrong side of me. I was like, "I think he got the wrong side." He said, "We're going to stick with it." I was like, "All right, that's fine."
That was when he sent you that Christmas box, right? Yeah,
exactly. Butter me up.
Yeah, I didn't really know who he was at that point, and then I heard his name, but I never watched anything. And then somehow I came across him again, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool," And then,
well, you get to know people from some of these lives that you would go to. Like that's what I, when I went over to like Wayne Co and stuff like that, and I saw him in some of the chats over there, and I went to his channel. So you get to know people, and it's been a lot of fun getting to know people from different parts of the country. And I told him if I need to go to New York, I'm staying with you. So just so you know what I'm saying, leave the key under the mat, and I'll show up.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I've been able to meet a few people already, so that's been cool. I'm looking forward to coming up weekend, but
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the pandemic didn't help. Obviously, I think there would have been a lot more opportunities because I'm looking forward to go into some more Comic Cons and stuff like that. And hopefully, meet some YouTubers from different parts of the country, etc. So, yeah.
Well, I think the pandemic helped and it didn't help, if that makes sense. Because if the pandemic wouldn't have happened, I would not be where I wouldn't be sitting here today. Because, boredom, I would be working. I essentially lost my job because of, the job I was being closed down. So then, my son was home doing homeschool because the school was closed. So I had to fill time in the day, and instead of, doing other things, I chose, to get on YouTube, and that's why I'm here today because of that. If it wouldn't have happened, then no, I would have probably never thought I would be where I am today.
Yeah, it's a good point because I think it's the same thing. I think eventually I would have started a channel, but I would have waited. So it obviously, because of those. I think that, mainly what I was referring to is just getting to know people in person, like going to things.
Yeah.
I think that obviously slowed certain things down. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it's funny. It was a Two Boys said he stands up all of a sudden. I wouldn't stand up during my Zoom meetings because I'm usually not wearing anything on the bottom half. So I have to be very careful on my meetings to turn my camera off if I have to get away. So we don't want to have any problems.
Well, then he says you just run around and grunt. And then also being able to meet Eric and the relationship that him and I have built, and the chemistry that we have, and he approached me to do, the show that we do now.
Right.
That was definitely humbling in itself, to actually think that somebody thought enough of me to ask me to do this weekly show with him. And I enjoy it. It's the day I look forward to. Almost.
It's not as enjoyable as this, so I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I know Eric's listening. Okay, Eric, put your hands over your ears. Sassy likes this much better. Let's be real, okay? So,
well, I don't know. He's nicer to me than you are. So,
oh well, don't take that. That's done well. You be careful about what is it? Say Trojans bearing gifts. Be careful of them, okay? It's all good.
But I definitely have evolved. I never would have thought I would see myself as sitting there interviewing someone. So it's really helped me in more ways than I guess I thought. I am a very outgoing person and like to be around people and like to interact with people. So having YouTube and this outlet and meeting people and being able to meet new people and then, doing the interviews, and it's really helped me to not get into a bad place, if that makes any sense.
Understood. Yeah, no, I think yeah, definitely it's a good outlet for me. I have a tendency to be, like I said, the opposite. Around people that I know, I'm very outgoing, but around like new people that I've never met, like if I went into an area and there was a bunch of people at a meeting or something, like I would be like the person is pushed up all the way against the wall. I'd almost rather be helping in a kitchen serving food than to be amongst people that I don't know. It just makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. See, I've never been like that. I've always been like center of attention, always knowing everybody in the room, talking, whatever. So KNL says that he has yet to meet anyone, but plans on meeting Dead Skeleton, Eric, Dead Zone, and Gasolcast.
Oh,
only good thing happened because of COVID was I was able to get Con Pops at home. He wants to meet Bearded Pop. Barbarian, someone who cuts hair in the library. Mama J says she's met a few people. Pops with Purpose, Yo J, Pop Couple, Connie loves Disney and Big Country Time.
Very good.
Eric's nicer and puts out.
Yikes. Well,
that's a nod to you that he's nicer.
I didn't realize it was like that. There, Two Boys.
He put out Mr. Crisper's he's letting out the secrets. So yeah. So being able to do that with him on a weekly it's been fun. I look forward to it every week. I look forward to the new guests. I never know what to expect from Eric because the games that he comes up with, we don't even really talk about. He's like, oh, we're going to do, whatever. But, I mean.
He really knows how to put people on a spot. I'm so grateful that when I came on the show, I was not put on the spot like that because I feel like I would be traumatized if something didn't go the way that I thought it would go. So I'm not good at thinking. I mean, if I have time to think about something, like you said, hey, these are the things, think about something to bring, then I could definitely come up with some good stuff. But like right on the spot, I would just completely.
Well, you've had a month to come up with stuff for our show, and you still didn't. So I don't know.
Okay, listen, I came up with we filled 2.5 hours of just talking about toilets and pudding, and I mean, who can talk for 2.5 hours on pudding and toilets?
You.
All right, then. There you go.
Because you always have to bring up poop.
I don't have to bring up. I want to. And that's what people want. You give the people what they want. Let's be honest.
What happened to our wheel? We were supposed to have a wheel of ideas, and then that's what we would talk about. I'm a big fan of wheels.
Now, I have a wheel that I do every Saturday. I got to do one for my people for my giveaway. I guess I forgot. All right, so you're saying for next, or the time after next, we'll do a wheel. How's that? Next time, pudding, bobbing for what do you say? Not pudding, whipped cream. Is that what we're saying? Whipped cream and marshmallows. We'll do that. I'm gonna change it just for you. No one else. I would, but we're gonna do whipped cream and marshmallows. Okay, and we'll talk about how it's going to work out. So.
Well, we got to see who else coming too, because
we got to see.
Chase said he would already. So
what about two boys? Is two boys two chicken? What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken.
Eric does come up with weird games. One time he asked me to play the circle. Turned out to be a circle jerk.
Oh God!
Be
careful when you stand in a circle.
He's like, let's just say I came and went.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Hotel commercials by Barbarian next time. Okay. Hotel commercials. So, all right. Well, I guess we're going to head out.
Okay. Yeah. 2.5 hours. That's good. I appreciate everyone coming out. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. It was very, off the cuff, and like I said, hopefully it was a lot of fun. People have any suggestions for things you want to talk about in the next episode or things to debate? We didn't do much debating other than I'm a wonderful person and everyone else thinks I'm horrible. Those are the only debates that we seem to have hit on this particular one. But anyway, but hopefully everyone enjoyed it. If please check out Sassy's videos. I'm sure she's got some good stuff coming up. Sounds like it's really awesome. She's going to be eating nastiness. I'm going to eat nastiness, but that's just my dinner. So, and it won't be on video. So, and hopefully get a chance to check out my channel as well. Got a lot of fun stuff. Tuesday is going to be the greatest box opening ever. I hope I haven't built it up too much, but should be a lot of fun. So,
and how many are you away? 72 away from 1K, right? So,
I think so. That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right. Something like that. 72, 82. I've met like 920, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So maybe 80. I think it's like 80.
KNL says that of course, Barbarian, I'll never forget your public defecation story. It was gold. It was crying.
I'll never forget it either because I was there.
Somebody likes your stories.
I'm a good storyteller. I really am a good storyteller. I enjoyed. I had a live one time where that's what we did. We just sat and told stories.
Yeah, I want to pop off of that story, off of that live.
Huh? Oh, that's right. You want to pop off everything, though. I mean, is that really something we can go by? I mean, half your collection of it. There must be at least that wall over on the left side right there. Half of them must be the pops I've sent you.
No.
I don't know.
I do still have a couple of them, too. Like the Stan Lee one to Mr. Cajun. And then I have the Sour Patch Kid. That's the only two I remember.
You must have sold them then or something, because I know I've given you at least 4. There's been at least 4. I don't remember what they all were. I'd have to go through my videos. Yeah, I'd say there were 4. That sounds right to me.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Sassy, Cream, and Klingon Barbarian.
Don't let that stick, Candyman. We have a good situation going on, and we have a good relationship. Don't mess it up. Okay, I can be very testy.
The box of underwear is Barbarian's ultimate opening.
There was a while that I used to think I need to carry a briefcase around, with my briefs in it. My dad's had some rough times too, so maybe I'll tell some of those stories too. I got a lot of fun stories my dad told, and my dad used to be a funeral director, and he's got a lot of fun stories from that experience as well. So,
wow,
so interesting stuff. So, maybe we'll do something like that. All right. Well,
we could do interesting stories that our parents have told. We could do interesting life experiences. We could, just come up with different scenarios and talk about what would happen if we were in that scenario.
Right. Sounds like a good idea.
Get right on that, sir.
Why do I have to do it? I feel like I'm on a cruise and I'm the cruise director. Okay, I want to sit by the pool. Amuse me, clown. I'm like, this is not my job to be wearing the big floppy shoes and the red nose. I mean, can't you do something? I mean, why do I have to do all the work?
I mean, I host.
I'm hosting. What am I doing over here? What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm not hosting? Because you're reading the chat? I can read the chat.
You're just being loud, but you can't highlight it like I can. I'm fancy.
Well, this is your channel. It's not my channel.
Less talk is more barbarian. You're just loud. That's all you are.
I know, but I mean, that's that's how I'm to be heard. You gotta be loud.
No, you don't have to be loud to be heard.
We don't have to be, but I want to.
You could be respectful, maybe, and that would get you more.
That's not really my style. Pass.
Hard pass next.
Hard pass. Exactly. That's exactly right. Hard pass.
Just send us what your suggestions are. We may or may not take them, but
especially if they're from Mr. Crispers or Two Boys. If they're from those two places, most likely we will not take them. But feel free to try. Give us
the bearded barbarian war cry.
Welcome to the bearded barbarian! I didn't have my axe with me, but other than that, you got it for free.
Who ever heard a respectable barbarian?
Exactly. That's exactly right. See,
there's man give him any help.
As Raised Chaos is a good dude. He's a real good dude.
He doesn't need any help.
I do need help.
You do very well on your own.
Yeah, you've become quite the belle of the ball lately. Every time I turn on YouTube, there's a live going on. There's Sassy. I'm like, where's Sassy's with this group? Sassy's with that group? She just anyone that turns the camera on, there's Sassy. Here's Sassy.
Well, I just try to be accommodating and be nice.
Since when?
When you're nice to people, you get asked to be on their show.
So you're so used to being nice and accommodating in other places, you've decided not to bring that here. Is that what it is?
I thought I was very nice.
Yeah. Let's see. That's how you're mistaken.
Mr. Holly English said he enjoyed his little time with us.
Well, I'm glad to. Thank you very much. We're happy to entertain, and hopefully it was a lot of fun. So, I mean, I'm adorable, and somebody called me sexy. Remember?
I haven't seen them talk in a while, so maybe they left.
No, I hope not. The people that think I'm sexy should stay. Okay, there should be lots of people interested in that for sure.
Yeah, well,
I noticed my wife wasn't one of the people that said that.
But she hadn't talked in a while, so
yeah, no, she was gallivanting around doing something. I don't know.
So he says that I'm the new Mitch, but I haven't been seeing Mitch around either. So more poop hotel stories. Why? No more poop. No poop.
I haven't. It's not like every other week I'm in a hotel taking a dump. It doesn't work that way. This was an actual story. There are other poop stories. They're just not necessarily in a hotel.
Possible live on our channel tomorrow. Nothing planned. Just talking to La. So come by and see what's new. All right.
Yeah. We'll check it. Yeah, go check them out.
Hopefully, it won't be the same time as my live stream.
When is your live stream, Sassy?
It'll be. We're moving it back because it was supposed to be at 2 Eastern, but Jim Pops is going to take his COVID shot, so he wants to push it back to. I think we're doing it at 4:30 Eastern.
Okay. So we're going to watch Gem Pop slowly slip into a coma during this thing.
I hope
Is it wise to do a shot just before going live?
I tried to say let's go before and then just cut the live early, but he's intent that he's going to be okay.
Well, it doesn't work instantly, so I think he'll probably be okay. But yeah, at some point it doesn't. It's not good.
Because I'm just like, okay, let's go at our normal time and then just cut it short.
What's the normal time?
It's 2 Eastern.
Oh, okay, great.
So, I mean, we could have just cut it short, and then I think he was afraid that it would be too short, if that makes sense. Because I think his appointment, like we would go live at 2, and his appointment's at 3.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Or 3:30 or something like that. So,
yeah, it doesn't kick in immediately. He should be fine. I'm just, but
it's his second shot, Mama J. That's what I'm afraid of. That he's not going to be able to function.
Yeah, the first shot, I felt just a little off. I was a little headachy, and it was just my arm was sore, but it didn't cause me nearly the trouble that second one did. So,
well, he said he didn't have any trouble with the first one at all, so he's anticipating he'll be fine. But I've heard so many stories of the second shot kicking you in the butt. So
yeah, but usually for me it was the next day. So it's not like instantly. I mean, my arm was getting kind of sore and I felt like a little headachy. You take some Advil, you're fine. The next day was just brutal, absolutely brutal.
Yeah. So I hope, I mean, if he's not there, then he's not there. The show must go on, but it is what it is.
No.
I mean, we all have the crickets, so.
Right. Well, maybe there'll be a little bit of protein in there that'll perk him right back up again.
Hey, LJ. You just came in and we're about to cut it off. So we've been going for too long as it is, I think.
Too long? We need to do one of those 24-hour ones, one of those marathon shows. Wouldn't that be fun?
Hey, I'm up for it. I'm down.
I was just kidding. I was actually kidding.
I don't think I can make the 24 hours, but I could do pretty close. I could come pretty close.
Could you? Mm-hmm. You could talk for 20 hours.
I mean, Christmas last night, Bearded Pop had a whatnot auction, and I was in there, and Chris was like, "Sassy, do you ever sleep?" I'm like, "Yeah, not really, not too much." It's not.
I need my sleep. I'm one of those people that need lots of sleep.
Well, I'm a night person already, so if I could stay up all night and then sleep all day, that would be perfect. But some people don't like that idea.
I think they're called vampires. I'm not really sure. I'm watching too much Twilight.
I've never seen Twilight.
I've never seen it either. I just assume vampires sleep all day like in most things. So
I mean, but I've always been that way, a night person where I like to be up at night and then I sleep during the day.
I mean, lately I've been staying up late, but I don't like to go out when it's dark. I'm one of those old people that when it starts to get dark, it's time to come back in the house.
I don't go out when it's dark either, but I could stay up watching TV, YouTube videos, get on StreamYard backstage and hang out with friends,
Right.
So I have to have interaction, and during the day, everybody's either at work or sleeping themselves. So that's my time to where I guess I have a fear of missing out. Is that called MOFO? Fear of missing out.
MOFO is a different thing. It's FOMO.
FOMO. There you go.
MOFO is short for mother blank.
I told you I can't. Words don't come easy.
No, FOMO. Yeah, you're afraid you're going to miss out on something.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. I found out nothing's really happening. People really, it's just like you're not missing out on anything, honestly. So I mean, I feel like I bring the party. So when I show up, the party begins. My grandmother told me one time, she said something about, "Oh, you need to come home and blah, blah, blah for this." I was like, I'm just not. She's like, "You're the life of the party." And if my Meemaw says I'm the life of the party, you know it's true.
Your Meemaw, huh?
Well, I never called her that, but I noticed people in the South call their grandmother Meemaw.
No, I never called my grandmother Meemaw.
Well, you're not in Virginia. In Virginia, that's what happens. Okay, so. Yeah. But I always called her Grammy, but other people said Meemaw.
Yeah, so. I never heard Meemaw before.
You've never heard it before? Yeah. Meemaw. You learn something every day. I'm sure Two Boys, it's new for him as well.
Oh yeah, Eric pulled Nessie from the Dead Zone.
Oh yeah, that's a cool pop. What is that one going? Is that a good value one now?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like $70-some maybe.
Wow, that's cool.
It's a $45 box. I just actually bought a Dead Zone box a couple of days ago. It's 65 shipped with a 75 guarantee.
Wow, that's really good. Did he sell out, or is he still got some?
Yeah, he sold out on that. It was only a 15-box run, so I'm really excited to see what I get.
Yeah.
And Jim Pops has some box coming out next Sunday, actually May 23rd. He'll be having I think they're 50 with 10 shipping, so that'll be $60. It's $100 run, but he has the metallic toucan in it again, and some Freddies, and so
I don't know where he gets all those Freddies. Seems like he gets a
old time
ton.
Disney. Yeah, he's a good scroller, if that makes any sense. He gets a lot of it, I think, from Macquarie.
Oh, okay. I had real good luck with my Gem Pops boxes. He did a good job, so I'll keep my eyes out for those, because there's not as many places you get. And when I first started doing videos, I mean, it was pretty easy to find mystery boxes. Now it's a lot more challenging to find anything.
And then when you do, they sell out within an hour.
Oh, I mean, depending on where it is, like Smy World, I mean, I would go in there, like, for those, you literally need 2 minutes and they're sold. So, and I've never been able to get a Pop King Paul. I assume he's still doing video.
He does. They just sell out very quickly.
I mean, I cannot get. I've never been able to get one. So, but yeah, I try to get some from the community, like Gem Pops, etc. too. But they are pretty hard to come by for sure.
His sold out. His last run sold out in less than an hour.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, word gets out when people find out you're dealing with somebody that does really good stuff, and you don't always get exactly what you want, but as long as you're being fair, I think people do fine. Like some of these boxes, like those Grail boxes that were those multicolored ones, I didn't have very good luck. Some people apparently did okay, but I didn't have good luck. I don't know if I'll go down that road.
The ones that had the colored paper, I pulled a glow in the dark Lucky Charms.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the last box run, I pulled a Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz and Talladega Nights Freddy. So
that's cool. Yeah, that's I like those. I like those Freddy ones.
Yeah. So yeah, we already are planning what numbers we want to snag for the next one.
Gotcha. All right. Well.
So he will be posting, I think, videos this week talking about different ones that are going to be in there. So.
Yeah, that, like I said, I've had some good luck. So I've got some more stuff that I've got to open yet still, but like I said, I can't wait to open my custom pop. That's something I've been desperate to get.
Well, why do we have to wait till Tuesday?
Because it's a surprise. Okay, are you one of those people that goes like Christmas when you were a child, you root around your parents' house to see if there are any gifts, and then you open them? Oh, come on, wait for the surprise.
I never did that. But I don't know why we have to wait till Tuesday.
Because that's when I'm opening the pop, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. So.
But you could put the video out before then.
Well, it's my normal day. It's supposed to be Saturday. I'm supposed to be doing my Saturday video, but I'm not going to. It's going to be a lengthy thing because I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. Because it's going to be epic. It's going to be an epic 10-inch pop. Amazing.
We'll see. I'm sure it will be though. I'm sure
it will be.
I'm
sure you can imagine.
Yeah. I've been like the wheels have been turning, so yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. No.
So. Well, I hate that you just got here, Frog Prince, but we are ending the broadcast.
Yep. Sorry that. Oh, Flipcake showed up.
Well, sorry hello, what's up?
It's been fun. I'm sorry we've missed you. I'm not sure where you've been, but we have missed you.
He said he just got home, so.
Well, you got a phone and put it on at work or while you're driving in a car.
Actually, I don't understand why people miss anything. I mean. There's phones. There's
if they're at work, I'm sure the boss doesn't want.
Oh no! I mean, you could say, "Excuse me, sir, but there's this, important stream coming on, and I need to watch it."
Well, they might be having a birthday party with family, or
the family could watch.
There are some reasons. It could be
a family affair. The whole family could watch.
That's true. That would be fun. Meemaws love me. Okay, so if Meemaw's sitting in her rocking chair, click it on. She will love it. Okay?
Candyman says, you've been ending for 30 minutes now.
I noticed that. Yeah, we were ending, and then something will pop into Sassy's mind, and then we'll talk some more, and then,
fun time. What I was here for. Have a good one, Sassy and Bearded. Later. Okay, bye.
Usually about 10 minutes is good. And once you get to about 10 minutes of this, you can get the picture of what we're up to. So it's
hello,
fine.
Mr. Outlaw. Thanks for coming by. We are actually heading out. So just be on the lookout. The next time we will be having a contest with, as of right now, Chase's Kingdom. So we don't know who else will be coming on. Maybe we can get Eric up here to be a fool with us. We'll see.
Well, he's a fool all the time, so the least he can do is just add to that and be here.
If we can get Christina on to be the judge,
yeah, that'd be great.
Then we'll have room for 2 more people. So Sassy's so much taller than Beardy.
That is not true, 2 boys. I am 6'2". How tall are you?
5'4".
Okay, I'm hunching a bit. That's the problem. I'm hunched over. Yeah, that's the only reason.
I'm in my chair, my nice chairs. All the way up.
I'm a little sagged down. I'm in a low chair right now. That's all.
Well, my desk is high. I don't know why Mr. Cajun built it so high. So I had to get a chair that would go up so I could actually reach the counter.
Are your feet going like this right now? Not touching the floor? Not quite.
Yeah, pretty much. About that much from the floor. I put my feet on my leg things. You got to catch up on Sassy videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay on top of those. Yeah. You don't want to miss out. Now, the Barbarian ones, you really need to stay on top of.
Eric said he likes my beaver.
Likes your what?
My beaver.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well,
good thing Christina's not in here. She'd have bounced you right out. Hey, 2 boys.
All right, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.